NAVI versus BBL. One slot remaining. We've already said goodbye to Eternal Fire, Team Liquid, Fnatic, and Foot from this list. And of course, it is the last two to decide who goes through.
And of course, you saw in the format there that in phase one, we had teams seeded 9 through 12 within VCT EMEA coming to battle. And we saw Pacific and Giant X fall out early on. But two teams that did make that run from the previous stage, from phase one, all the way through here to phase two, all the way through to, in one case, qualification, and in the other, our lower bracket final to fight for qualification. We had KC and NAVI.
Wait, that is crazy. What up, Zerpy? But that is crazy. Wait. Carmen Core and Navi didn't even make playoffs. And they might be the two that qualify. What the fuck?
Deep, you could see that KC beat Fnatic to make it through. Gentlemates beat Foot. And for KC and Navi, those deep runs from phase one come to a head. Obviously, KC's is finished, but for Navi, BBL, all that stands in the way of their qualification to EWC. It is quite a big task, though. You're not just facing BBL, but you're facing BBL after they have beaten both Turkish teams back to back. They defeated Eternal Fire. They defeated Foot as well. They come in now heralding the sort of that they're the best team in the region.
Last year?
Off of that run, this is old meta. There's a lot to consider, so it's not going to be a finite thing. But in their mind, they have proven that they're the best. They are the champion of Turkey within EWC.
Oh, for sure. I think we saw the tweets from yesterday. I think they were definitely hyped to take that victory. And
I was way too tired. I was like, I'm going to go take a nap. I woke up from my nap. I was like, nah, I'm cooked. There's no way I was going to end up watching this game. Seems like they're just putting Francis on initiator. Doesn't that I mean, that's fine. That makes sense. If they develop him as an initiator, makes sense, bro. As long as he stops darting inside the smoke.
Yeah, we kind of just went
so vaulting from close.
Now, but
Law, did you sleep?
Santiago's learning curve. Stage 1 has been a learning curve, and now
EWC, if I watched the other game though, then my sleep would have been cooked.
They're kind of a victim of their own creation.
Francis tweeted he is the new IGL.
I hated the fact in stage 1 we saw them change players multiple times.
That's fire.
We saw them change roles multiple times. I think Fila has basically played everything under the sun at this stage. But it seems like they've now settled, and especially
good morning, Epo.
Into the roster.
Bro's putting in the hours. What up, Harley?
A flair player, I guess you could say, explosive. He might have a really good map and really bad map, but at least he's bringing a lot.
Did they win the breach?
I think that this is the best looking Na'Vi we've seen in a while. It's whether or not that's enough to qualify.
Well, that's the thing.
The one map they play breach,
the
they
best
lose.
looking Navi that we've seen, as you said. Ruxic and Hero stepping up. Players that we've known should be competing, or we felt should be competing at that top tier for a long time. Felt we should see them on that stage internationally and how they shape up against other squads. But it is hard to find your footing on shifting sands, and I think that is where Navi have been. It's been a rocky road, but now they're finding their way. Not too late in the year as well. Champions is still over the horizon, still a possibility for them, and it's good to see them take shape. But look, when we talk about this series, Tom, we're going to have to get into the map veto and discuss and sort of find out where things are going. Our map pool being an important part of that. Look, we've got a sent in. There is a
classic.
Little bit of a
Do you have the classic emote
at home? It's important for
is there a classic emote?
The meta, although the map pool is updated, the meta is not. We are still playing Old Neon. We are still playing.
Look, he is live. What up,
Hotshot? You will see
every day
that here today, but you will also hopefully get to
Colonel
see
Luca.
I suppose that depends whether you're a Navi fan or not.
Propaganda lives on.
It really does. Obviously, each team will come in with a ban.
Dude, honestly, Breach gets too much hate, bro. Somebody save my boy. Nobody really plays the Breach to a convincing level where we're like, yeah, Breach is OP, or even if Breach is good. Nobody plays it to a Breach is good level.
You don't normally get to see teams on an even playing field, and that's
bro. You resetted my streak. Oh no, Bielsa, no. Yeah, I had to turn my stream off, and then I had to turn it back on again because if I'm streaming for more than 12 hours, then the YouTube VOD gets fucked up. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. After like 3 years, I can finally see my team in a best of 5. I'm so happy. Wait, which team? Navi? How are you live right now? Didn't you just finish a long stream a couple hours ago? Huh? I mean, when did I end? When did I end? Okay, I didn't get like a full 8 hours of sleep, but I got like 6 hours. Maybe even 7 hours. Is Fnatic qualified? Oh. No. No. They lost to NAVI yesterday. Some really tragic shit happened. 9-3 turned into 13-11. Fish sticks with the prime. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, fish sticks. W fish sticks. 7 hours holy. So much sleep.
They lost to Fnatic. My memory's
Yeah,
coming back.
you know me. I'd be sleeping. I'd be like hella sleeping. Nah, tomorrow we don't have anything planned, chat. So it's like, I figured, might as well. There was even a world I streamed that APAC game, but yeah, that was gonna be a rough one to sit through. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get good sleep. You know, good sleep, like actual sleep.
Different spots. Like I think I'd feel more comfortable.
Bricked up
if
and
Na'Vi
ready to
were the
go.
one
That's
that
a good
maybe
calm.
went down a little bit early and had to fight back into the series. Where I feel like BBL, they're almost going to look towards a 3-0 here. Like I think that they
Just
want
found
to
out that the Valo College Grand
Finals
Finals is going on right now.
So
Gonna check in with
I
that.
think especially looking at the changes they've made recently.
To
Obviously,
be honest,
love it.
I didn't really intend on it. Let's see what's going on here. Maryville versus Winthrop. I mean, that makes sense. That does make sense. Both of these teams, pretty good. Not bad. I did not know this was going on though. We're gonna prioritize this,
especially
sure.
in that first map comeback, as you said, were insane. And
But
that
those
kind
are
of
really
brings
good
me on
teams.
towards the more exciting thing with this matchup is if you go.
I'm happy they put Xbox on Duelist and Francis on any.
Ruxic versus Loiter might actually be.
I did see that just now.
The most interesting matchup in this game. The two controllers.
Man, I have a lot of catching up to do.
Ruxic's peak, Mitch, in that last map
with APAC and
in
China.
And I mean, when I say individually, I mean like he's 1v4ing 3 or 4 rounds. Is that an understatement or an overstatement? I don't know. It feels about right.
Close to spot on. Yeah, I think if anything, it might be an understatement. Yeah, he was sensational. And again, that is a level that it's not the first time we've seen it out of him. We weren't sat here going, oh, he's capable of this sort of stuff, but it really is a marvel to see it unfold on the screen. But like you said,
every day is crazy.
Was
Start VODs tomorrow? Let me think. I have something that I'm doing on the 2nd. But it shouldn't take too long. I should be able to stream on the 1st and the 2nd. Or I could take the 1st off. And then I stream on the 2nd and 3rd. Doing the APAC and China VOD reviews. Yeah. But I still should be basically, yeah. And then in the next 3 days after today, I would be doing the VOD reviews for sure.
Danger exists more on BBL side of the camp than on Navi's for me, and that's why I
what
don't
up,
want to
Void?
see the ascent right off bat. I think it being
Autumn is cooking with EDG.
gives BBL a good chance to fight.
I can't wait to watch. Honestly,
round is picked as the first battleground.
We've been hella busy.
Then I think Navi are out of the game.
Yeah, the one thing I will say for BBL, like as I imagine do get into the veto,
we've been extremely busy.
That sort of like, where do you choose?
But yeah, I want to watch EDG play.
Because
EDG's always been one of my favorite teams.
Pearl. I don't want to see them do that again. Like I don't particularly, I don't like hate.
Even when I was watching Kickoff, I know they got like 3rd seed, but
like an insane map, and I think for Navi it's actually
they're a fun team to watch.
Map, so that's kind of where I question, and they have gone for Pearl again. Now, don't get me wrong.
100 team making it and send not is a divide.
Yesterday, or not bad.
Reddit VLR chat has not accounted for.
They went 3-0 down in both halves. The problem I have.
You show the match
is,
tree?
The last time NAVI played that map, they won 13-4 versus KC. So
The bracket?
I do feel like the BBL are kind of.
It all comes down to this,
in my
chat.
mind a little
Navi
bit
versus
here
BBL,
on
this is a
their
best of
opponents
5.
Having a kind of poorer map. I also think the ban out of Lotus coming in from.
This is a best of 5.
Na'Vi
The
is
odds
an
are
interesting one.
almost
It's a map that
entirely even.
they
Jesus.
seemed quite happy to play through this qualifier.
And then later on,
before, but maybe just seeing the performance
later on
that came
tonight,
out from
we have
their
Loud
opponents
versus Energy
yesterday,
at 5
yeah,
p.m.
actually, I
That
wanna play
is
They just 13-5
9 hours from now.
I don't think we can deal with that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Tom. Like looking at this pool right now, I do feel like there's.
What
a
are you
little bit of a
drinking
leg
from
up
these
potentially
apothecary
to BBL.
bottles?
The Pearl, is it gonna be the same?
Yeah,
as we saw
I get that
yesterday?
almost
Will there
every
be big
single day, but it
individual
is
performances?
just cold brew
Yeah,
coffee.
Probably, maybe not from Lloyd and maybe not from Kraven, maybe, but I have no doubt that they'll be able to put something up. The one thing is, we don't see a whole lot of ascent from BBL, but when we did, it was the Heretics game. It was overtime that they barely lost it in VCT MEA. I'm pretty sure, and this is somewhere that.
That's on the
for
Zix
Navi
curse
facing
continuing?
off against them on
Oh.
this map, Navi have to win. They come in, they pick it, it makes sense. But history has taught us how dangerous it is to pick that
Which
map
teams
against
from
certain
EMEA
teams.
are
We've
in
seen it this
playoff?
qualifier, and now it is going.
What do you mean which one's qualified? Here, I got you. So, Gentlemates qualified over Foot. Carmine Core qualified over Fnatic. Those two teams dropped into the lower bracket, and they've all played, and now it's Navi versus BBL. What's crazy about EMEA, for those that don't know, Carmine Core and Navi did not even make playoffs. So the fact that we already have one confirmed from not making playoffs is already kind of crazy. And then now Navi is looking to do a little bit of the same. It's kind of crazy.
Filu on the Phoenix. I mean, that is going to be hyped to see this battle go down.
And the Austin haters are quiet. W.
It's very interesting.
Slowly
If you look at
collecting
the
my
last
unemployment tokens
couple
back
of- or the last
together.
game that they played, and the
Go,
reason
bro.
that they were
Thank you.
so dominant over on the Navi side is, well, you probably guessed it. Ruxic was very good. But the other player that dropped over 20 kills was Filu on the Phoenix. So it wasn't actually like Exit didn't have the best of games. Now, LaRock in the last match.
Can't believe
we
the
saw speed
Sleepless
up.
Bandit is
When
back.
He played Pearl. It wasn't fantastic.
Wait, it's
It was
not even that
actually
bad.
his-
It's not even that bad. I went to sleep, I woke up, and then now I'm here. Like, I took like a 1 hour-ish, maybe 40-minute nap, and then I was like, wait, I'm way too tired. And then I went back to sleep, but it took me a little bit to get back to sleep. So I ended up with only like 7-ish hours of sleep. But like, that's still not bad. Like 7 hours of sleep, and then we're back. Also, this is the last day, so it's like lose some sleep, like, is what it is.
Close game, but
We're live.
they
Get-
didn't win
get
any
excited.
pistol
Oh my
rounds for
God.
the first 4.
Oh my god, get excited.
But I do kind of query.
Is Fracture in the
if
veto for
maybe
this
there's
game?
a better start for BBL. It might look stronger for them. I
check
still
real
don't
quick.
sit here though and think like, okay, this is one team starting on a map where I'm 100%
Fracture is
convinced they're gonna
banned
win. I still
insta,
think
so
maybe
no.
because it's picked by
So
them,
no.
I'd give it 55-45. But I think this is an insanely close map to start.
Rooting for Hero today?
Yeah, definitely. Again, we've given you
Hero
all the
is
factors
incredible.
that make us doubt it, make us question.
I'd be down to
how this
see
has gone early. I mean, I can
Navi.
see a world where the map picks are almost flipped, where Navi come in ready to punish a Pearl from BBL and an Ascent
Boom.
from BBL that they rarely ever play, but looked extremely comfortable when they did last.
Loki the lurker pushing him off
But a tight
makes it
one
like
up against Heretics. We move to the B site. Navi send exit
Oh,
in to take
oh,
control over
oh, oh.
elbow, and he survived
Wow.
until the stun blooms. But there's a fight back. There's a
Okay, they got
battle
mobbed.
for BBL.
I was thinking for a second that entry was so
Take the
clean.
ball and leave Ruxic to show off how good of a player he really is. A 1v4, 2 players tagged. It's not impossible, but
BBL bandit,
it's
not
tough.
Navi.
He is someone who can perform miracles, but I think
guess
on
VLR
Astro,
was just
especially, it's
little-
very difficult. He doesn't really have any
A little funny.
can help him maneuver. He can place
VLR a little
bit of
funny
utility.
sometimes.
One thing is Lover's Rock is
Gulp.
very low, so maybe there's an opportunity there, but I think that they did incredibly well with their sort of distraction.
Either could be wrong, to be honest. True. Actually true. Are Navi significantly better because of Exit joining the team? I feel like they definitely have somebody that's like going to hard send it for their team, which is good.
As long as they don't massively overface, this is the easiest win of their
Having
lives.
somebody that's going to hard send it does help you play the game. It just outright, it helps you play the game.
A 3K for Lovers Rock. He's where the
Nerf
that
Neon? No.
final orb goes. But a very strong
These are the last games on
answer to that
OP
B
Neon.
aggression coming through from BBL. The fact that they flowed back in after
Speaking
losing
of,
their first so quickly,
production.
no doubt caught their opponents
Production,
off
why
guard.
are we
You
not
guys
putting
seem
the
to have
teams on the
some good
screen?
space here, but Rose and
I got
Lovers
it.
Rock were on them in an instant.
I got it.
And that was
B,
already, this is
B,
a better start than we saw for them yesterday.
L.
So clearly feeling like it was more so just those losses in the early rounds that ended up being the problem and not the map as a whole.
Bro, I can't even believe I have like absolutely so little faith
It's going to be challenging. Of course, expectations here is
in BBL
something
after
that's
whatever that
sublime.
series was
And
yesterday.
actually, that's allowed Filu to get 2 of all the players.
That BBL versus
Kills in this
Foot
round.
series
Okay, now it's
yesterday,
getting dicey. The third player going down, the weaponry being retrieved.
I feel like that was the
Nobody
lowest
actually
quality
hit
series
yet
of all
from
the games that we
opposing
watched
side.
yesterday,
It's only
which is
just a rotation
crazy.
coming through from Lovers Rock. This has gone from, well, the potentially great start to maybe a horrific one.
5 stream streak, go, bro. Goat,
They'll go back
nuts.
to wishing that they lost the pistol if this one slips out of their hands.
Not shy, not me.
Lovers Rock.
What's your preds for Americas?
Luckily,
For
it's covering off that push
Americas.
towards their spawn.
For
Otherwise, he would have been in
Americas.
trouble.
Loud Center was also
Travis
low
put that
quality.
there for him to keep their back secure.
Yeah,
problem.
but honestly,
the plan's coming in on B. The numbers.
BBL, Foot,
Really
like,
any way they can
these guys are
deny
getting perma
this.
bonused.
Lovers Rock will have an angle though. On the plans are
They're
right
getting
after.
perma
Good
bonus,
shot.
no chance.
Put the numbers even. The weaponry in favor for BBL.
It was 4 in a row every single
The
game.
risk of losing this round.
Every
makes
single
it's
game. There
gonna
wasn't a single team that won third round.
weigh on them as the
Isn't that
consequences.
crazy?
in the
Like,
back of
that's
their mind.
actually,
The
like-
wrap around here seemed good, but a
I don't
shot
know.
from Lovers
Too
Rock
much.
means they can focus elsewhere. Nicely
I
done.
have energy. I have energy over loud.
He's had a really
That
strong start
kind of
to this
should
game.
be somewhat obvious, but
already
maybe
one away from
loud
having his ultimate online,
can
going
do it
into
again.
what will be
randomly.
round number 3. Of course, in terms of damage for Navi,
What up,
that's
Ohio?
as good a start as you're going to get. Filu picking up 2 orbs, going down. That's a third for him.
Ohio.
I think they'll be a little bit frustrated, though, that they don't manage to get this one over the line. Maybe a safer plant, a deeper
How was
plant
energy
might be
versus
able
Lev
to
map
help
2?
out
I
with
went to
that,
sleep
but
after map 1.
instead, they're losing one
Bro,
to the
honestly, map 2 was a
Definitely more of a problem.
fun.
But
It was
you
a
can see
very
the
fun
vibe
watch.
coming out of this. It's going to be some pistols, a couple of rifles alongside that sniper, and then for
My favorite streamer's
Navi,
live. Let's go. What up, Smith?
It's
How's it going,
everything
bro?
they could want.
Bro, that Lev series,
They knew that Prowler was coming.
I
but
didn't expect map
Still stood a
2.
little bit
Like, they
close.
kind of catfish us high key
caught
because
by it. There's info there, so the push comes in on the
the
other
beginning
side.
of
The
that
Rock runs into
Lotus
Hero.
with triple senti,
Wants to at
it
least
looked
break
like they
that
should have
trap,
didn't
I'd
play the
imagine.
map.
If not,
Like,
force
people
the
were
fight
just
all the way
randomly
as the
peeking shit
rotates
on their
come
first
in.
gun round and
Hero's
just dying
going
for
that,
free.
though. Full B long aggression.
And then eventually their
Trip's
defense
still
did
active.
look pretty good.
They're gonna wrap back here, try to reclaim.
But
that space,
man, they
reclaim
looked
that
so
info,
rough
even
early.
Split through mid. There's definitely a big.
It
gap
looked like
here,
they
as
were
you
just
can
trying to
see
beat the
BBL,
allegations
like
that
gambling
it
on this
wasn't their
being an A hit
permaban.
because of their space, but I think Navi are adapting.
I do like this.
perfectly.
I
The
do
only
like this by
downside is their
BBL.
spike seems to be heading
You get a
along.
deep
And this is a
beeline,
chance
you're
now
gonna
for the
overstack
round to
A.
go very, very wrong, and it will. Laroc has the spike. Those players are still going down the laneway. There is one man with the task of recovering it. Ruxic has to do it by himself. The Molly is buying time. The wall is buying more. And all the while, those defenders could be coming behind him. Ruxic has to be worried with 35 on the clock. They need to move, and LaRock is
LaRock has played this extremely well, bro.
Instead, he's done so well.
Oh.
Trying to keep him alive, but he's put it down to 20 seconds.
I mean, he's done more than enough, by the way, for them to
Running
convert
back
this
in the other
bonus.
direction would just leave you with so little time. If there was a
Oh
single
my
player
god,
there,
the
round
BBL
would fall
bonus?
apart. I think the round already has fallen apart. It's the realization that.
Yo, Ziggs, I saw you in
BBL
Chase's
side
chat
is
yesterday. Did
okay,
you play
We
Rust?
stack up the B site and they don't gamble
Yeah.
all in on a full
Yeah, me and
sprint
Chase are gonna be
immediately.
teammates in
We have
kickoff.
already won. What a way to win a round, and that is something that I think is going to immediately
We've been
put
um
alarm bells
we've played in a few Rust
on the
events
side of Navi,
together.
because that is one player
And I rated
that's
him yesterday.
completely managed to dismantle your entire split.
And I hate to say it, Tom, but it's one player that you knew bloody well was previously.
Surely energy drop
We're
out to
not in that
focus on
corner
London.
exactly, right? But
I feel like the
room, you
teams
knew he was
teams still
roughly
want to
there. And
compete
it's the spike swinging in
in EWC. Like more events is it's just
it was
more
a nice
fun.
reaction
And NRG
to
is
the
already
shot coming
one of
at
the
him from
teams that are
behind
like
to
pretty
throw that
likely to
flash,
make it
but
to champs anyway through points. So
that is such a
are you streaming the rest kickoff? Yeah.
heavy blow to land early.
It will
on,
be
considering NAVI had such a good start to those
on,
first 2 rounds.
you know,
And then all
kick,
that good
though,
work is just
the
undone.
like kick the streaming
Next to one
platform.
player hiding in a corner.
Because it is a
3-0
kick tournament at the
now
end of the day.
for BBL.
But yeah, after we stream London every single day for like that period, I'll be streaming
basically their entire
Rust.
series yesterday.
Those tournaments are always so insane because it's like 15 versus 15 PvP and like that's always so fun. G2 tournament confirmed for champs. It's like 98%. Yeah, it's like the permutations.
Yep.
I think some crazy shit would have to happen. Even NRG seems pretty likely at this point.
He is matched in just 4 rounds the amount of kills he managed versus Foot, and it seems like LaRock is there to play as well. Both players' confidence is terrifying for the side of NAVI. The ult is going to potentially shut him down, but he's avoided it. Goes swinging.
Wow, he didn't get any value.
Quite catch him. Now the ult's going through on the other side. The flash
Oh
low
shit,
is
man.
leaves Rooksik in trouble, and they have cleaned up with relative ease. It looked like it could get
Water
dangerous
reminder,
for a second, bitch,
stay
but
hydrated.
It didn't.
I got you, bro.
No, it really
I got you,
didn't.
bro. I'll stay
The
hydrated
early
for you.
pick by Lovers
And
Rock
only
is
you,
a big
Jordan.
reason for that as well. Taking exit down in a round like this where your opponents are looking to just flood in and outpace you. Well, the exit's kind of the key part of that strategy. So they get a lot less
This
space than they wanted
BBL
to.
foot
BBL
series
are able to comfortably
had a
win
bonus
the
every single half.
Yeah.
Or like, look at this.
Well, we did talk about Lovers Rock. You know, we did talk about the head-to-head.
And it started again.
And that has
Maybe
been
it's like a
head-to-head,
BBL
just
thing.
a bit-
These guys are
bit of a
just perfect or
one-sided affair.
terrible.
He's gone out on man,
On
he's
bonus or against
crazy.
bonus?
And the reward is there. Even with LaRock going down, the man advantage persists for BBL, but they're not happy. They want more. And now they've got the spike. This team's playing so aggressive.
Oh yeah, this is
BBL shitting on Navi on Pearl? What does this mean for C9? C9?
Kickoff. Go back to last year, the team that we told was coming.
Six, any coach tips for making panko coating crispy in the air fryer?
Set of pushes. That is 10-0 now for Lovers Rock. As said, he managed 8 kills in the entire
That's
map
like,
last time around. He's done more than that.
well,
in
I guess
5 rounds. He's
my wife does use panko, but
I
I don't think she used it in an air fryer.
Highlighted Loiter and Creven. I think Creven just got his first kill of the game. He hasn't had to do anything yet. I think there was 0-1 and 0-2. They've just been chilling while this double duelist completely takes over the game. This is what was the force to be reckoned with.
Feels like the map that is hardest to convert bonus is Pro Attack. True, yeah, because you're almost always going to be running through a smoke.
Enough to pretty much take this over the line.
But it's like when you're playing against Cypher, you feel like you should probably have a pretty comfy-ish time on third. I feel like from now it's going to be hard though, bro. They have Operator online for Lovers Rock.
Yeah, rotations will come through and super passive from BBL, knowing that.
This is old shotguns, by the way. Smile.
That was super passive from Lovers Rock. That's ridiculous, man. I mean, he was patient, but the second the first guy peeked, that was it. It was blood in the water. And a 5-0 now for BBL.
How many trees have you planted till date? Mine 0.
Running away with it, dominating BBL,
I think I planted a few when I was a kid.
In my mind, they can win, but I think
like from my elementary school.
But the chances of BBL,
but bro, that's
and running away with the game are quite high.
That is quite the time ago.
5-0 starts about as much.
That'd be what, like 20, like
to give a Turkish team.
Like 25 years ago or something. That's crazy, bro.
That you have a player that is now, I think, 12-0.
Where are you from? Maryland.
Like Lovers Rock has not missed a beat, and you can see there's a lot of players.
Is snowballing a problem?
Like when you have 0 deaths, you start playing.
The 2 factors that cause snowballing in Valorant. Phoenix is an obvious one. When you're on attack, okay, I've heard this narrative before that when you're winning, you get more orbs. It's not even true. That's not even how that really works. You're winning, you get more orbs. It's like you get 1 more orb from planting. Sure, you get 1 more orb from planting. But it's like it's more about like the fact that you can funnel your orbs that makes it OP. It's not really that you get more orbs. You technically do get 1 extra orb. But like they can still fight for these orbs. They can still like equalize, you know? But it's Phoenix ult that's making it OP, and then the other factor is operator. Defense pistol getting operator online for 3rd or 4th round. It's like if you get a bonus conversion, especially it usually happens as a result of Phoenix ult.
Again, that head-to-head. This time Exit comes out in the lead.
Then you get an AWP online. It's like it's so easy to snowball with that.
Back LaRock's here as well. The shots, they weren't landing, but they gave them too much time.
Okay, big. Might be seeing some life.
A 1 versus 2. It could have been cleaner, but first round may finally be on the board. The only man is, well, one of the players we've said hasn't had to do very much. Now, with the AWP in hand, he will be called upon. And he's got the spike trapped.
Spike planted.
What do you think is the most and least taken orb in the game? This is a pop quiz.
Knows of the danger.
Again, current map pool.
Knows of one of the positions that could cause him problems. Although it's saying.
Here, I'm pretty sure my pattern recognition is good enough to figure this out.
I think that was the information he needed.
They actually thrifted. Thrifted for their first round.
On the thrifty. And that is one thing I will say. The one part of this map, and it is the only part of this map that has been going the way of NAVI so far, is that A site. Like when they pushed it last time, even with the Bandit, they managed to come out of that in a positive position, and it came down to a clutch to win for BBL.
My instinct told me Breeze B site immediately.
Horrible, but again, they do come out on top. They come out on a 2v1 with Kreven on the other side. So I question 2 things. One, do they want to keep going that way and just keep taking that fight because it's been working? And 2, did BBL
ever a fracture orb?
Just throw their utility and give that up a little bit?
Yeah, the thing is, Lover's Rock definitely looks at that fight and goes, "Oh, I'll win that next time, though." Although
I don't know, Breeze B site. That's my guess.
Chance from this, and they'll have to fall back to the site. Good
as the least, yeah.
From Navi.
As the most, probably Pearl A.
But the plan won't be to
Pearl
just
A?
run into the A site.
Wait, is this counting like how often the map is played too,
now look
or
for
no?
space elsewhere on the map. Now start to remove some of that utility. Like look at the Cypher setup. We're talking about the impact of Kreven. They have B and doors completely locked down. Even
Pearl A is correct. Oh my god, I double guessed it. Wait, I'm actually
him.
him.
They're gonna now go, hey guys, we've taken
is your kick account the same?
From them. They don't know
yeah, it has like an O in it or a 0.
As well.
Also, what up, Eric?
Lovers Rock.
100T is single-handedly farming that orb. Yeah, there's not many people farming the Breeze B orb, and
looking to try and defend him, but he has been taken down. Rose on the edge. Just gonna be waiting.
Oh, bro, I swear Rose is actually such a high-impact player.
But he's still holding his ground. Filu at least will be able to get one, but then Kreven swipes from behind. Of course, all of their sound was removed.
My cat wanted
when they were hit
attention.
by the Nightfall, so he's able to get in even cleaner. It was an
What a poor
opportunity
soda.
for Navi to start something.
Hope you have an amazing stream. Thank you, bro.
Back to Trouble Town.
Yeah, and that was just a game plan diff, to be honest, from the very get-go. As you saw,
this is not started good. It's fine. Like the thing is, I think, like if both teams aren't that good at Pearl, like I'm surprised they decided to start attack Navi.
They don't know you're coming, but because there was a trip there was no panic. They immediately knew no one's pushed through, no one's taken
big
space.
pick.
We can stack A, and they have the extra player in the form of
feels like Navi has gotten so many
calculate is in position. They don't have the information.
Advantages just through Navi's like through exits tempo.
Still got a lot of utility to fight through.
Maybe they just keep leaning into that.
Navi's side by
they try to A into A and get completely stuffed.
As well. The one upside here is look at the rotations. So much confidence in this Cypher setup. But it did leave one side of the map completely open, the benefit being that Neon can fill that space immediately.
Oh, the timing could have been worse. 3 players that swing through.
Does EMEA Pearl improve?
He's going all the way. He's just going to fight them. They get around the corner. That's a nasty surprise, and now he's just going to escape.
I think it will improve over time.
The opener and running away. It almost feels like he's back on the Yoru again.
It doesn't feel like BBL is
in the manner that
I mean, defense is fine. I feel like defense is okay, for sure. Like, they're actually pushing for, like, deep B space. They're, like, overstacking based on the deep B space. Actually playing the extremities.
And while there is a very good reason that this time they are dominantly leading, rather than having to fight from behind.
You know,
Exit needs to stop getting stuck in chokes.
Used to play.
I wonder if, like, after yesterday's match, also at Desvers, I wonder if yesterday's match has kind of like told them that they need to like slow down a little bit, like Exit needs to slow down a little bit. Like maybe they did this fast open, they wanted to slow down for spacing, and then he ended up like getting kind of caught in the in between again. Maybe.
It came we were always saying like eventually.
What makes EMEA bad on Pearl?
It's almost the opposite. It's like when Turkey
I think whenever a team or a region is bad at a map, it's usually because they just don't understand what the good fights are.
Swap of Krevin's going out. Tempered aggression as well. We know they're
like each map usually has like a strat that feels pretty bad. Street split is definitely one. A into A doesn't usually feel that good as well.
That's insane. That's insane.
Bro.
The running back just took the space.
LaRock's came to play today, bro. LaRock has came to play.
I don't know how he's managing to just
pull off
all 3 kills in a matter of seconds. And the hero's probably just sat there going, guys, what the hell just happened? What the hell just... And so am I. What have we just seen?
That was such a good round as well. My heart is breaking for Navi in this round because sometimes you have these dominant one-sided
insane round,
and it's like one team is making huge mistakes. I don't think
like for example, if you were doing a street split all the time on this map, or even doing A and A every round on this map,
they're playing a great individual.
You're just gonna get overstacked on, and the chokes are just way too hard.
They get traded out on that initial op shot.
It's way too hard to like.
But the response is there immediately.
Do either strat.
With Filu taking control.
But so many teams lean into it because
then sending the neon straight through to the A site.
It's almost like one of those things of if you're working mid and you don't end up in an art split, what else? Like, what other options do you really have? It's way more natural to just go down street and street split and try to attempt that rather than regroup B, because this feels so bad to like backtrack and leave and go like all the way across the map again, then exec through B main, like once you already put this like street pressure. So people end up naturally trying to do this split, but if you end up hitting into a strong side and you do this street split, you're just doomed. You're just doomed.
A level, and everyone else seems screwed.
And then A into A seems to be something that teams lean into when they're like lost. Like they don't know what to do anymore because nothing's worked.
4-second timer to kill everyone on their team, and he did it. Like it's.
I don't know.
Like,
Pearl just is one of those maps that like.
You're in a challenge mode on like some
I don't know.
sort of niche indie game.
Sometimes it's just a hard watch.
Broke the world record. Like it must just be so devastating.
What a shot, bro!
But
what a shot by Hero.
Rifle has been able to get rid of Lover's Rock.
He just sat their upper down.
To do throughout this game so far, they'll even be able to reveal where the remaining players are. Filu's going to get his HP back up at least a little bit.
Spike planted.
And we see BBL retake.
Oh, great flash. It's a little bit shaky on the follow-up, but they get there in the end. The Bucky double makes it look easy for NAVI. And
that's for sure off the back of Hero.
Secret recipe is just
Hero getting that pick on the upper
at the start of the
on his repeat
great work by
is
Hero
like insane.
well. Like you said, it has been
it's insane. Just got here, but I need Navi to lock in. What up, Nicky?
And it's why they were so comfortable leaving him alone, completely alone on that side.
8-4 winnable for sure.
Knowing that,
bro, honestly,
utility to keep the info.
The way some of these teams play Pearl,
for your unkillable
like
neon,
2 is winnable. 2 is winnable if they get defense pistol.
Tested. And proven to be real.
He's not in God mode. We now know that he has
still not convinced on the Pearl attack.
Enabled God mode. And
really?
He does die.
Yeah, I mean,
often, but it is possible.
Yeah.
And the response.
Okay, this is the downside of Astra.
Playing towards B.
Astra literally has to run across the angle to beat that timing.
Again. And
so even if you're playing a pillar and just listening for the run across, you just get the full info anyway.
There'll be info there, so they know that nobody's pushing towards the spawn.
He's disgusting, man. Krevin's disgusting. The positions he puts these little trips in. Oh, in the cage. Lover's Rock went down. He had to fight. Not done yet. LaRock with hot hands and Rose have come through for 2, and Loida doing the same. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I mean,
NAVI boots on the ground, but bodies.
I actually thought they won the round once he tried to reclaim the smoke with Shorty and then got sat down.
Here on map number 1, and well, that's the thing.
But yeah, then they try to like fight into backside. Fighting into backside, not really that good.
Players to have these
not really that good.
Individual performances.
I really like BBL strips. I actually agree.
It's not going to be Krevin.
I actually agree.
It's not going to be Loida, but
I think the second trip you could put it a bit more further back to like make sure it's not heard.
No,
I think if you did it just a little bit further back, because there was almost a world when they rounded this corner. It felt like they were extremely close to seeing the second trip. Because I don't think this trip is very good.
It's so much so that he even gets a kill.
Because it gives him a possible timing. But like maybe a little bit further back would be valid. But maybe because of the elevation, they're worried about it could be jumped.
Teammate. Is he having an even
I actually don't know.
in that round didn't have to really do
Actually don't know.
much. Again, look at the rotations. They've already taken mid. They're already just trapping them.
Oh, here we go.
They're just waiting for them to.
Well, nobody's looking at the B main space though.
Because they know they have them surrounded. This is
Yeah.
not a battle. This is an
Yeah.
execution.
Early round
This
street
looks like
split
when
when they know exactly where you're
jump
going.
on as a 5
That one's not really that doable.
You know, a ranked game of Dust for the first time, just Dust #1, and you come up against specialists. I mean, BBL just know this map better. They're playing it better.
Go up against who? The specialist. It's the wrong team. What the? He said the specialist. Asuna mentioned? Asuna got that much aura? Yeah, he's in EMEA too. What the hell? I mean, it's not looking good for Navi, but it's map 1. This should, in theory, be BBL's best map, right? Right? BBL just scraped by, but this is after two times getting bonused. So maybe BBL is just extremely dominant on this map. What about Navi? What about Navi? Navi, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we don't even see Pearl in here. This is the last Pearl, Carmine Core. Stage 1. Street exec has to be the worst exec in the entire game on any map, and yet teams love it. Dafook. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think teams even really love it. I think it's just like a natural pivot because like it is somewhat high value to break Sentinel utility here. So it's a pretty natural pivot into this zone. Although, to be honest, first timing street split, that's pretty bold. That's pretty bold, for sure. I think if you had to do one strat on the map over and over and over, it would probably be an art split. Like, if I was to say, you can only do one strat on the whole map against every comp in the game, it has to be an art split, right? Honestly, 2 ciphers in the game, you could go B every round as well, but
half. And as we said,
it's not great.
A lot of Neon today.
Wait, you owned Cakes or Quakes in a 1v1? Yeah, I did.
Exactly
I actually dominated him.
But Lovers Rock is taking it to another
and then they started all chatting.
Today.
Is so funny. 60 stream streak for Dragon.
Oh, yeah. No,
let's fucking go, bro.
12-0.
Holy shit.
It turned out that he could die.
Hoodnick immediately started all chatting him. So funny.
Some way to deal with that. This has been a clinic. And maybe showed what would have happened if they got some of the early rounds. The last time out already is looking good for them in this pistol round. That was their struggle.
And what does BBL do?
4 pistol rounds didn't go their way.
Well, I guess not even a street split. They had 4 through street.
In this one, it is looking like
man, they broke a street setup. 3-player street setup. And instantly got B site. I mean, this map's cooked. All good.
Now is not the time to take your foot off the gas pedal. Maybe it's time to put your foot on it.
Dynamic duo.
Look, they're probably not going to win this map, but for now,
I think
the next
this
map,
is too much for Hero and
Ruxic. On this kind of a run, look, they need to find some hope soon, man. And Lovers Rock just
go next map. It's all good. All good. All good. All good.
11-2, and at this point. For NAVI,
the street choke is just too tight, and as you exit, you peek into a million different angles. Pretty much, yeah.
Some hope for the next map. Right now, it just looks
like
BBL are playing in a different league.
Yeah, I think most of the time, like after a map is finished,
Lovers Rack.
A bathroom break,
a
snack, and then a chat with the team.
We did hear that.
I think the entirety of that break might.
Why is fighting backside bad? It's not bad. It's not bad to fight. It's not bad to fight backside. It's good, in fact, especially if you only have the A space. You're gonna want to like smoke these two and then like actually fight this back dugout in secret area. But the problem is, if you fight this when you have this space already, you're just putting more risk in the round than what needs to happen. Like you already probably used some
Qualification.
utility for this zone.
Definitely
And if you did
up
contact
there
all the
for
way through, then your pop started late. That means that you have less
a
util for
long
this.
series, a marathon, not
So you
a
don't really
sprint,
need this
but
backside space. You just need to deny dugout.
as quickly as possible. And well, that is incredible from Ruxic.
I mean,
Ridiculous.
that's a nice round by Ruxic.
3 kills with a stinger and
They
a
didn't get
classic.
pistol,
Well,
so
he
they're
was for
on a
Hulk.
force out kind
I
of
think he's
scenario.
delivered something more.
Maybe it's
Kills without
doable.
Reloading on that loadout is
Maybe it's
pretty
doable.
damn impressive, especially that quickly. Oh yeah, spark of hope indeed.
Do you guys like Cypher having a ghost?
For Ruxic and Ace would be something else. Don't you dare steal it, Philo! Give the man the ace. Come on, no!
Wait, he doesn't have a
Yes,
ghost.
what a good
Wait, what?
teammate.
Oh no,
And then
he must have
Clark
picked up a
stole it.
rifle from someone.
Well, what can
Not
you
full
do?
investing second.
He's been denied an
when you know
ace.
they're gonna
Wrong,
force.
some
I
would
feel like
say.
that's probably
I would say.
wrong.
And I think he would
I feel like
say
that's
too,
probably
but
wrong.
A round is a round, and they have been hard to find so far for NAVI. So, you know, a surprise moment to pick it up, but better late
Is
than
Ruxic
never.
the best controller in
Yeah,
EMEA?
no, I don't know how he managed
11
to
in a
get
row
as
is
much
something
as he
never
did in
seen
that
before?
scenario. Like, again, props to
11 in a row is something never seen before. Does he know? Does he know?
that was still enough.
He must
Wow.
know. He must
Feeler
know.
wanted the orb. He did get one, but at the cost of his own life. Of course, this purchase not going
Whoa.
to be the best. Even still, Lover's Rock, while being hit by the trip, is able to get the
Whoa.
opener. The strike from Ruxic again.
Ruxic!
This man is doing
Another
it.
3K.
He's the hard carry. He's the savior. He's the only one on the server. Get this man some help.
Ruxic, come on, man! He's got another back-to-back 4Ks. Ruxic is very much single-handedly dragging this team
Oh, shit.
towards the finish line, but it is still so.
Do they have
far
opto or
away.
no? Do they have opto or no?
Back-
2 rounds in a
bro, I
row?
can't believe.
2 rounds in a row, that's 3,000 credits each time. If one person even like remotely saved for it, then they would have operator here. How have we not seen the scoreboard this whole time, by the way? Is that good?
Well, this is genuinely
There we go.
a beacon of hope.
They do have
in
op.
the
Op
darkness.
for exit.
He almost like wow, excluding X.
Happy to make you laugh. These penny jokes are getting harder.
In the last 2 rounds than his whole team.
Nice try, but
No.
yeah, that's
Ruxic died to a molly
that's
chat.
a very good
Ruxic's dead.
anti-A main
Alright,
fight.
It's
12
cooked.
rounds.
It's
It's
cooked.
basically the second they decide to fight A main, they're dead. Like the whole plan. there
Heroes
for
still
BBL,
alive,
we're gonna force you
doable.
to fight us and make sure you can't fall
Yup.
back.
Okay.
Nice trades out.
3-3.
Kraven's the only one to fall as it was the
Dugout
ult
space,
from Laurent,
contact.
and it was traded out for some pretty good damage. Chloric dead to rights and the
Exit.
numbers back in favor of
Exit
BBL.
sitting in flower rather than flowing into secret space actually kind of like
For me, it
cooked.
felt like a lost round the second.
Kind of
Ruxic
cooked
went
the
down.
cooked Chloric
See if
here.
anybody else is maybe taking some inspiration.
I feel like the rotators
Exit
have
is
to
the
end
second
up
on the
going
board. You know
through
what? He's found one with the
secret
operator.
rather than
Not
flower.
normally the best gun for the retake.
Help support the boy on
Now gonna
site.
be a rifle that maybe he can retrieve. Of course, closing these angles is not going to be easy. He knows he needs to tap to bait out that utility. Will be able to retrieve the rifle. And
Oh,
even
that's
expects the
nice.
player in the
Well
corner
played,
to
bro.
stun. It is good.
Extremely
He's
well
cleared
played.
another. Maybe he-
Bro, extremely well played.
Okay.
Wait, is this gonna happen or no?
Exit now steps up to the plate. Finally starting to see some of those individuals.
Exit.
on the side
That was
now. And
extremely,
although,
extremely
a victory
clean
in
by
this match is
Exit.
very, very, very far away. You know, Mitch, firstly, they did it yesterday, but secondly, as you said, I think it's...
When do we start
important to
believing?
just
Bro,
see
I'm done to
some of these
believe. It's at
stars.
11. As soon as it hits
That's it.
12,
You
though,
get
that's when it,
13-2'd
like, belief pauses
by
for a
BBL.
moment.
You go into your pick of ascent. I really think that the BO5 is in jeopardy at that point, but seeing them wake up like
You know
this
what's
is
nice
so
about the neon
smooth
wall
by
is,
Exit as well.
like, the site
smooth.
player is able to, like,
They just
even
played a
hold
single player game, but
in case the flood
11 to
happens
5.
because it's a neon wall. Like, there's a gap.
closing the
He would have
gap
to-
is
he would have
just
to
all
go
that
through
matters
two
to
different
Navi now,
smokes.
feeling like they've got a shot when it
Uh-oh.
comes to the next. That
Oh,
molly is
shit.
perfect. And an exact counter of what
Whoa.
we saw in the previous round. Looking to seize that space back though, where BBL Laroc's already taken so much space, and Filu will fall. All in all, very good trades
okay.
early on, but this fight indoors could
Hero.
be everything. And with Kraven falling, those recovered weapons will remain. on
Old
the floor
shotguns,
for
by the way.
NA.
Old shotguns, old neon. Old shotguns, old neon. No one said good morning to me? I'm sad.
Seems like
No, Churv, no.
Plan for-
Good morning.
the defense will be to split up and look for clues. Of
Good
course,
morning
they
at
do
10
still
PM.
have Cypher utility across the map, which will be able to get them little pockets of information. However,
Are the
we're
stats better
also
if
looking at
if two? Okay, I'll tell
to
you
get towards that
based
B
on my
site
own
without
pattern
anything standing in
recognition.
his way. It's once he gets there, however,
It's better for two players to split and have
to try
space
and deal with Hero, who's just tucked into
and
the
two
map.
1v1s.
Basically, almost just going to try and sell the idea that there's
than
no
to
one here.
actually play
Cam is gonna
like
shoot the
doubled
game
up
away,
in
maybe
spawn.
even make him believe
Because
that
this is
no
what the
one's on
scenario
his side of
usually
the
looks
map,
like in a
and
2v1.
instead, it's a free.
But I'm actually curious, is it more consistent to play two players spawn and retake each side? I would assume that one player entrenched on each site is better in a 2v1. What do you guys think? I would always do this exactly as they did. One player each site, entrenched in backside. If the player ever goes for a plant, it's like actually free.
But
Space
there's
is
a lot
so
of
OP.
mistakes, a lot of errors, and so then
Think you need to
fixing
hold
that
some
suddenly,
space?
You know, we know that they know how to play.
There's
so
like
it's not
3 scenarios,
terribly
right? There's
surprising,
3
but it's
scenarios in a
always,
2v1.
You know, it's not the expected
You stay
result to suddenly
mid-centric,
figure out how to play.
mid-centric, and then
In
retake
Valorant, I don't think
2v1.
That's what's happened here.
Or you play
I
two
don't think they've
ones.
Suddenly figured out how to play.
Or
Valorant.
you can technically
They did a
gamble
lot of
one with
things
two.
the right way. I think Kraven was such.
I think this is probably the worst option. Because if you have to retake and go like absolutely like cross map, then you feel more pressured to give audio cues when you do the retake because you have no space.
Kraven's containing them
I like two
completely,
1v1s.
and Rose is just sat in the corner
Retakes with
on
no
A.
space,
They see
so
3
miserable.
players
Yeah.
on A and think,
That goes for like
okay,
every map, but
we
yeah.
know where everyone is now. No, there's a dude in the corner as well. He gets 2 rounds already over, and Kraven kills them on the flank. Like it just
Morning,
felt
love.
like they were playing with the odds against them in so many of those rounds because of the game plan from BBL being so good and Navi not really being ready for it. So now he's
After Pearl Agent comp with the nerfs hit,
and
I think Jet's plenty good on this map. Jet and Waylay are pretty good on this
What I
map.
wanted to see. Because like I said,
You just 1-to-1
bombed
Neon
out.
to Jet or
Everyone's in
Waylay.
a pretty
Until
low
a
mood.
Phoenix nerf
Now,
comes, you're probably just
we're
playing
starting to
Phoenix.
see that it was a game plan diff on the previous. And
The game
well,
plan
they
with
don't have
Phoenix
to
is
play
just
Pearl
way
again,
too easy
so
currently.
That's fine for the BO5.
Oh, the judge on the other side, just nasty. Clearly a counter read, clearly expecting someone to pressure this.
That's a really good peek on timing by
It's all
Ruxic.
too easy for Ruxic again.
You peek on timing because you know he's throwing a
It seems like
flash.
the player that they almost need to avoid at this stage, but this is clearly a thought-out plan, and they're not going to shy away from taking the fight themselves. You want
Like,
to push us in mid,
peeking into a
push you
Phoenix
in mid,
is
and
like
a flawless round off the back of a pause.
easy money.
Surely Navi aren't doing this.
Dude, I'm believing.
Again. Like it's not even been like what.
I mean, there's
18
good
hours
reason to
since they
believe
did
for
this to us
sure.
last time. I'm not sure I could.
There's
take
good reason to
another comeback
believe.
of this sort.
It's Pearl defense, bro. I think the EMEA teams on attack have
It does
not
seem
been very
harder to
clean.
do against BBL, in all honesty. Like the form that they had. So this is the other side of the coin, right? Navi were playing okay, but also BBL were playing sensational. Lovers Rock had one
EMEA
of the
Pro is
best
always
halves
defense sided. I think
we've
it's
seen
definitely
on-
naturally defense sided,
back to
and
the older
it's
days.
not like EMEA is doing like some crazy
No
like
shortage of roadblocks, but now they
some
seem to be
crazy
tearing
set
through them
strats or
all.
like
The problem
having
here
crazy
is the BA
ideas.
site is completely
Honestly, if they
open,
literally
bar
art split
core.
every single round, I would
And although
be
now the read is
plenty
there,
happy.
The rotates are coming in towards this side of the map. B is being abandoned. It is a little bit late. And Cloric's going to have to back off. Give
Phoenix
that space
Phoenix ult is
as
grabbed
they fight
here.
for the retake. Depending on
This
the
is like-
timing here.
Okay, I know we have a Bucky on our Neon.
Should be the they're going to fight Art.
Are these
They're fighting Art
Guardians or
already.
are
The
these, like,
ultimate
actually
group from Phoenix,
rifles?
so this is a very aggressive stance from Navi.
Yeah, the same could be said for their opponents, though. You've already had ults on ults on ults. They saved everything up and used it in this round. And now it's whether or not they can hold on to this post plant.
They use a lot of ults here. They have to win this round.
Faded. All those ults are now
Whoa.
gone. And also their personnel are in
Whoa.
trouble, but it seems like Larocque is defending them, holding back the line. Clark with the trade, but even still a man advantage sits for this attack inside. The main problem is how low a player is.
I was about to say, bro, he's actually dodging
It's not
every
quite gonna
bullet.
make it. And now the Cosmic Divide becomes a problem themselves. The tap is going to be heard. Defusal denied for now. They need to get
Got
on this. They need to
spammed.
get on it now.
Oh my God.
Defusing was the low one. There's no chance.
Well done,
here
well
anymore
done.
for Ruxic. He'll be able to
They
make
made it to
incredibly
12.
costly. He'll be able to
They made it to
remove
12.
the
Now it's
guns.
now for them,
Even
bro.
still,
Like
Larocque
they were getting
will have a
nervous,
shot and then go down with the ship.
but they just had a
Yeah,
big
extra orb
fucking
for
exhale.
Larocque,
I'll tell you
12 to
that.
7. Now they've got
Getting to
room
12 feels
farm
like
up those ults
insane,
and
bro.
play a big ult dump round on the attack side as well.
Like, mentally,
That-
seeing
that's
12 is
almost a trump
so
card. This
big.
is where you then look to Navi. 5 in a row, a big task. to try to lock this back in. And I do think that
That was a heavy all round as well,
Phoenix
Chad.
ult
That was
made sense
like
to
what,
pick up
four
the
ults,
pace on that arc
four ults to
fight.
convert that?
But when that got shut down so quickly, I expected to see them pump the brakes. But they got a little bit overeager for that battle.
Was that
and I think
5
that
ults? Literally
was the
5.
first domino falling.
They have like no ults left after that. Do you guys see? It's like 0, 3, 1, 2.
It took them some time. But now all that is needed for BBL is a
0, 3, 1,
round.
1, 2 or something like that.
Now, it's safe to say, if you use all your ults in one round,
Navi
you
did
no
botch a
longer
few
have one for the
kills.
next.
Exit
They
looked
don't
like he
have
could
any more
easily like
ults to
multi,
try and
but
get them through some of these
he didn't get a
ults.
clean kill on the first, so it's like you're never multiing in that scenario.
He's in the perfect position if they don't check, and they haven't checked, and so he's going to be able to wipe
It's
down
cooked.
2. Even has backup to help him a little bit more. This might be the beginning of the end, unless Rooksik has something to
cooked.
say about it.
It's
Oh,
cooked.
everything is perfect.
Next map.
Larocque read, like, okay, if Rooksik's going to be anywhere, he's going to be in the smoke.
Yeah, and the fact that they lobbed the season just seconds earlier, he sits, Rooksik doesn't shoot back. It's like, okay, I think I'm making it out of here. I survived the spams. Molly at his feet. He's cremated. This is it. A 4 versus 1. What a fight back by NAVI. They looked like they were going to
really do anything here?
completely
Not
shut
really.
out of this map. But towards the end, we saw signs. We saw sparks flying. But
How do we get
unfortunately,
this far?
it doesn't look like they caught in time. Now, Ascent comes up with a 1-0 advantage for BBL.
I'm surprised he got to walk out like that. Loki was doable because they were letting him walk out like that. You guys remember BBL 2v4 NRG? You guys remember? Letting players walk out on them? Is that good? Does EMEA have 5 EWC slots? Yes. Yes.
If we saw nothing from Navi, I'd be going into map number 2 going, well, this is still a Turkish map. Like, if we're going to get Lovers Rock and Larocque just being the best 2 players.
Bro, that
on the server,
BBL
it
NRG
doesn't really
2v4
matter
on
if
split.
This is somewhere that Navi feel comfortable.
I think I'll
Now,
remember
I've
that
seen
round
little
for a
bit of
long
resurgence.
time.
I still feel like going into their map choice, they should be feeling comfortable.
Would've been
and go,
good if he went
okay,
halls.
We can write that one off. We started cold. We've not performed well in map number 1. So now
Yeah.
we need to get...
It is true. Cloric doesn't really set himself up for a good like front to back scenario if he like tries to take the contact timing front sight. But there's a good chance he kills the default player because like the default player could easily get angled out if he's just like chilling. BBL never recovered after that game. Didn't they like... Wait, is that true? Is that like one of the last games they were playing well? No. That was the beginning of their tournament. They still had the Furia match. But that is kind of the beginning of the downfall. Look at this. That's fucked. Bro, Loida had a fucking crazy split as well. The funny thing is they did it back to them after that. True. Yeah, Energy had a pretty unclean like 2v4 after. Loida was just absolutely smurfing on them. Downfall was just Santiago in general. The downfall was the Yoru changes for sure. The Yoru changes cooked them. Along with a bunch of other teams, to be honest. Furia, pretty cooked. Nongshim, pretty cooked. Bro, Nongshim's so cooked, they swapped their second duelist player to Initiator. And it took them like a long ass time to kind of get to that headspace as well, to actually like start doing that. I mean, I guess it was good enough though. They did qual. They qualified for EWC. Which I'm sure they're going to be very happy because it was looking kind of doomed for a bit there. Man. You saw Francis IGL? Yeah, somebody told me at the beginning of the day. That is kind of interesting. I mean, it makes sense. I think a lot of the cases now, the IGLs prefer being on Initiator, so having your Initiator be the IGL with all the mid-round info, not that bad. Not that bad. I think the only thing that matters is that you have like a vocal leader in the pack and a vocal leader in the lurk role. For example, if Ivy like hears footsteps and he's not calming to his teammates what they should do off the footsteps, then it's like that's when it's kind of whack. Question is, why Phoenix can have 2 flashes when Yoru can't? Well, Yoru has one of the most flexible flashes in the game. You can throw flashes for teammates from far. But Phoenix flash, it's like you have to be close range. So like, let's take, here, I'll give you a really good example. Pearl, let's think about our backhaul take when we're playing Neon Phoenix. We're playing Neon Phoenix. The Neon can't really play to the Neon's usual pace if they want to wait for a flash. Because the Phoenix has to close the gap and actually flash into backhaul for the Neon if you want to actually take the backside space like good. So usually what happens right now is the Neon just doesn't even care about the Phoenix and just takes the L. Yoru could have easily just flashed backhaul even from outside of sight and then TP'd to join the pace of the Neon. The Yoru meta was definitely a lot better for the Neon having like the full reign of the game. Like this support system between like the 2 blue duelists was a little too good. Good morning, Scully. Yoru being meta warps the entire macro game on defense. True. But so does Phoenix. Phoenix makes it more focused on orbs. Oh, it's getting funky. I feel like orbs are always important though. But it's like especially important. You're seeing teams literally develop new strats to be able to like prevent orb funneling because you're so worried about Phoenix getting ult. Yeah, so Europe gets 5 teams at EWC, and China gets 3 teams at EWC. Because China had the worst performance overall. And EMEA won the tournament. So EMEA gets the 3 that qualify through this, like normal. While the 2 that auto-qualified, Vitality and Team Heretics. Team Heretics was already auto-qualified because they won. And Vitality got 2nd. And usually it was supposed to be whoever gets first gets auto-qualified, but Heretics got first. So they immediately got qualified. So those are the 5 teams. We're looking to decide the last spot here, basically. BBL versus NAVI. BBL now with a 1-0 lead. We'll see if they can close. I mean, this is all backwards from VLR, I believe. I mean, that would make sense, yeah. Okay, chat. I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads so you don't get it during next map. Thank you for watching. BB. China only has 2? No, China has 3. I think the VLR is wrong, yeah. We can look at China's quals. Shilai and all gamers made it through. So it was a double elim upper final makes it through. So instead of the upper semis being the one that dictates if you get qualled, you have to actually win out in the upper final as well. So the 3 representing China is EDG, Shilai, and all gamers. DRG went 8th in EWC quals. just insta-lose Titan Esports and All Gamers. Wonder what the timing was like for this. 9th, 16th. So they had a week. They had a week to prep. DRG already knew that they made London. So maybe they just don't care. Maybe they just don't care. Bro, this is going to be so hype. I think the only downside though is like, was anyone else like more confident in the teams that like went into Santiago? Because it feels like the meta shift is going to like ruin some of these teams. Some teams are definitely like favored though. Like for example, Lev, I have no idea what Lev's going to do. Bro, these guys are going from Neon abusing to like, we don't know if Spike is even going to be on Neon. And if Spike's not on Neon, like, do you guys know his agent pool? He's like a flex KO like Viper player. And it feels like a lot of the reason why Lev is so good is like they catch teams off guard constantly with the Neon. I think the fact that they were able to play like a pretty decent half on the defense side for this double Senti or triple Senti comp gives me some hope that they can play multiple styles, but man, the attack side looks so brutal on this map though. Honestly, stick him on Phoenix, you got it? Yeah, I feel like they're going to end up shifting roles like a lot. Did you do Pacific? Nah, I ended up just sleeping. I was way too tired. I think Neon is still good enough to run. But when you like watch Lev play, they're like probably the #1 abusers of like the bunny hop entry Neon. I took like a 1 hour nap. I took a 1 hour nap, or not even 1 hour. I think it was like 40 minutes. I woke up and I was like, yeah, I'm cooked. I'm just going to go to sleep.
Ready behind us. And Tom, it is fair to say for BBL, their map.
You think Ascend is going to be closer?
It went very much according to plan. A fantastic first half, especially displayed by them here today. You think that now moving into the next map?
Because I think BBL actually has like a decent Ascend, right?
Dead to rights? Surely not.
I don't think they're dead to rights. I am still a little curious if we're going to see.
How does Sliggy do it? I will never understand. I mean, I'm still streaming like 15 hours. But yeah, those days are pretty brutal. It's like you have to have kind of like, what is it called? Biphasic, like sleep schedule. You have to like hit like 2 or 3 naps throughout the day. That's like fucked. Like I quite literally had a non-stop 15-hour stream yesterday because every single match flowed into each other without breaks. But yeah, there's going to be like 1 day a week that's kind of like that. The split sleeping stuff. Yeah, biphasic sleeping. Yeah. Yeah, that's like the only way to get it done, bro. And then like internally he's probably praying too that like they're like fast series sometimes. Does that stuff work? Isn't there like studies that say that it's like fine? Pretty sure. Can you watch this, please? What is random TikTok? What are you linking me? Huh? Were you watching America's game? Yeah.
For most players from that scene, therefore for most teams from what we've seen in the past. But I do.
How do people take naps? If I sleep, I am not waking up for 6 to 7 hours.
Will not be a complete foreign ground.
I mean, I don't think anyone. Well, actually, no. There's definitely people out there that take naps intentionally. But like, at least in my position, it's like I take naps out of like necessity almost for some of these days. Fishermen doing 36-hour shifts. Sometimes you could probably steal some of their strategies. Is streaming his job? I guess so. Currently, streaming is my job, yeah. Currently, streaming is my job. I think, I mean, low-key, I'm actually really close to being full-time. I think if I had TikTok and YouTube, I'd probably be able to be full-time content creation right now. But alas, YouTube still has not gotten back to me. Speaking of that, if you guys want to help me with monetization, if you could follow my TikTok, that'd be insane for me. For those that don't know, 10K followers on TikTok is monetization.
We can just get off to another flyer of a half. It's not really going to matter if we close out those remaining couple of rounds. And I will say, I wouldn't.
How long was your longest prac day?
Deadlock is one of my favorite agents, but I do enjoy watching Deadlock. I think if you watch a good Deadlock player and has
we
a lot of, like, strong
I think in
nets and has,
Valorant
like, a
it
lot
was
of trap
probably
setups that are awkward,
we had a day that we
especially even
did
in
3,
post-class, to
then
be quite
3,
nasty.
then 2.
I find Deadlock
So
very
that's
entertaining, and Larocque is one of those players. Like
8
I
hours,
said, he
and then
can
there's
kinda do
usually
anything, he
1
can make
hour
anything
break or
look
server
good.
time in
It's
between.
just when most people are running a Phoenix on this map, you kind
So
of
add 3 hours to that, 11-hour day.
Phoenix. I'd rather see him play Phoenix.
Yeah, I think last
But it's
map
like
was a
usually
pretty
coming
compelling
early as
case
well.
for that as well. So
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm
probably our
on board with you
longest.
this time. And you know, looking at the Deadlock conversation,
Somewhere around like a
briefly
12,
saying, we've
11,
seen
12-hour day. Just like actually
years
just
of
practice in
Cypher.
server.
The same for Killjoy as well. It's hard to surprise people when you play those agents. People tend to know everything that's in your wheelhouse, even from a viewer perspective.
If you do get to
but
a high
then when
level and you
it
get a
comes to
coaching
Deadlock, there's
opportunity, what would you
lot of
do?
things
I
you
would
can
just have to
catch
balance
people
it.
off guard and
Understand
to
like
bring out
what
some
the pros and cons
new
are.
plays, even
If I have to like
you know,
move
they've
to like
been around for a while,
Texas,
so people aren't that familiar with them or aren't that used
I
to
don't know.
reacting to them.
It like
Those
there's
things can
going to be
definitely
so
give you
many
upper
like
hand in
different
those fights.
factors to
Very
weigh
slow
going into next
pistol
year.
round from NAVI,
Okay,
and
Double
they just
Senti
play
versus the
control
Neon
on the left
Phoenix.
side of the map,
Remember, this
fight
is
for
old
mid and
Neon.
short, and leave a trap behind to
I do
cover
think
the
that
wall
like
up
just
on A.
playing the Phoenix
Nice
is
little bit of early battling done
pretty
short, where
comfortable
Larocque
currently.
has traded
pretty
maybe
easy to
pretty
approach the
effectively
game
with
in a way that
Fever.
you just pick Phoenix
They
and
don't
play
get
to
any
farm
info on
orbs.
the defensive side from that, yet still seems like a bit of a shift away from A.
The strip is really annoying.
Love to try and go for these B splits, and it's something that's being watched. Lover's Rock now on that jet, just watching the cross, has been dealt with, but Exit has taken on
Strip is
awful
very
XP
annoying.
in response, and even has to be a little careful of the trip itself. Rotation in from Larocque, who was already low,
my
and that's now the
goodness.
spike. Bear in mind, I think Larocque... Oh, no, he has used his wall already. Okay, I was about to say, if he still had that, that would have been dangerous,
Oh
but
my
I
goodness.
guess danger lives around every corner anyway. Loiter with the kill onto Hero.
30 seconds left.
Floric now. Good luck with this one, champ. I don't think you'll get around that.
Yeah. Defense pistol.
Team Ace is quite a
Double
healthy start
double
for
Senti,
BBL.
operator online
Pistol round
fourth.
working out wonderfully,
Might
especially
be
as it
rough,
definitely
bro.
did
Might
look
be
like they
rough.
were under a bit of pressure for a
Might
moment there
be
as
rough.
the attackers break through mid.
How you doing? What up,
Rotated
Just Nobody?
already come through,
doing
sending
well.
one player from that mid spot all the way around to B.
This might be a
Contained
rough
advantage
half,
of
bro.
Lover's Rock,
The snowball is definitely
and
very
away you go.
real.
Pistol round under their belt.
Double Senti, you already have to play a bit of a
I think
contact
that
game,
for-
and now your jet is
Into
probably
the
going to have an
start
op
here,
on
when we saw
fourth
that
or
first
even
shot
third
by
round,
Lover's
depending
Rock,
on if you want
I
it.
realized that, you know, we didn't really touch on what...
Uh-oh.
Except for Navi, the things that went right towards the end. But the worries here, if Lover's Rock gets off to a belter of a start, if Larocque is finding a lot of
That is
impact.
a very high
Well, there
tempo
was an
kill by
impact
exit.
there, but it was straight to Larocque's head.
Yeah, the fact that he's able to just...
Okay, this
get
is
ahead of that
doable.
Wall. Again, another win for
Oh
the
my
Bandit.
God.
This is a blind fight for Rose. Somehow Rose took 0 damage in that initial battle, by the way, but Exit has now decided to play around the edge, but Kreven...
That is kind of annoying. He's just like still
Unfortunately,
spamming.
that low.
Well, they're
Spamming
staying
taken
so
out
active, Navi.
easily. It's just question of damage for Navi. It would make this a
Bro,
worthwhile
it's
round if
doable,
they
it's
can just keep
doable.
trading out, but they might
Oh
even
my
be in for a
God.
win here. What a fight from Navi.
Bro,
It all comes
BBL
to the
have
back of
blundered
Exit
this round,
just
bro.
Blitzing faster than anybody expected on the other side, beating the deadlock wall. And as a result, it
Yo.
seems like they've beaten BBL in this round. Loida, last man alive. He's put it down to a 1v1, but time here so low. Ringer Rosie from Chloric. He's using his brain rather than his aim. He's heard the steps and the rounds already
Okay,
his.
Jesus, I thought they were
Nicely
going to
done
lose this
in a
round.
1v1 and even better overall for Navi in this
Birux
round.
with the 20 stream streak. Goat, bro.
And an important one as well, because we know that their attack side...
What's your favorite food to snack on?
We know that they needed a pretty hefty comeback yesterday even. been playing that.
Probably like
defensive side, so
dried fruit or
I
something.
think that
Dried mangoes, maybe.
them getting this early round is massive for them. I think it's going to be irritating as well for the side of BBL, because all it really does come down to is just him getting ahead of that one piece of the wall.
Bro, BBL is kind of like
for free,
chalked their half a little bit with that
themselves into a
thrifty.
winning position, and
I was even saying like,
that's what lets the
bro, I was even
rounds slip
thinking
away.
Navi might even win the force, because if they win the force, bro, it is like
Not gonna be
so
a
cooked
whole
for
lot
BBL.
available, and Loiter has already been
Because now they're in a situation where BBL is gonna keep getting snowballed. Like it's gonna be hard for them to get an operator online. If Navi plays a bit of a contact game starting from now,
Well, I was worried about Ruxic being up top, but my man was down below.
Throwing net.
oh,
And the Rock, he has caught him. He's hit him with the net. Ruxic's going to have to let him know eventually, but he's just worried someone's going to swing around that corner. Get rid of his rifle. He's going to stay hunkered down for the time
you can
being.
do whatever you want, Cherv.
Meanwhile, the B hit comes through. Drone broken. Player spotted. Do they see? Yeah, they know both are here as well. So that's all the information there to play with now for the attacking
Clean,
side.
bro.
The only thing is maybe
4 players
Morocco
alive
catches
as well.
him off, but as he comes through the smoke, his quick rotation revealed. A loss in the pistol round.
Okay, 3 players alive.
There we go. Yeah, a loss in the pistol and a 2-1 start. Beautiful stuff for Navi.
Yeah.
BBL playing the
It's
same
not
comp as
bad
SRG.
individually from
Yeah, this was like the
Laurent to do
standard
a
comp,
little bit
except
of
for
damage,
it's
but yeah, the fact that they've been able to come out.
BBL's
into
not
this
playing
round
Yoru
with,
though.
A full buy, also having.
Classic Jinx.
the
Yeah,
right
I mean,
concept
fair
view.
enough.
It's putting them in a fantastic position.
This is,
to set
um,
up into this attack side half. And as said,
I mean, bro,
it's
if I'm
not the
Navi,
one that they have struggled on.
I'm happy. Well, they actually did
bring it back
budget
on the
for
defensive
operator.
side, so
Okay, so the game is
they're
kind of
already
starting
in the
kind of
lead
normal.
and have a strong boost to their economy.
I guess
So in
he's
this
saved
round, it's
on
about
that second round, and that's why his
Nice
money's good
start
now?
for exit. That's the danger for now.
Because this is double loss bonus. He would have had to add money in that second round.
Those early fights. I mean, we're now starting to see him come in with a lot of that early impact. He's the reason that they have the lead right now as well with that A pick earlier on. He's removed a vital utility belt from BBL in terms of their ability to take some aggressive fights, to deny map control, to reactively put down paranoia. It's all gone. LaRock wants to trade it back. He senses Exit could be in this corner, but Exit's seen him. It's dangerous as LaRock goes down so low and looks to swing. If he swings in here, he's dead. And in fact, Lover's Rock is first. The molly forces him back, but Filu is hunting him through it. The wall in his way, but it won't last long. And, well,
Whoa.
Filu falls. But Ruxic is standing by. Paranoia will land. In fact, it lands a little too well.
You guys see Exit's
It was just
entry?
spinning around on the site, trying to be a distraction. A great
He
work from
entered
Navi
backwards.
overall, and this is very scary now. for a
Backwards
squad
bunny
that,
hop
as we said,
entering.
we expect BBL to have the potential to run away with it. Not so much Navi, but what we're seeing in
That's
these last
good.
few rounds tells a different story.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I'll be honest. So far, LaRock's utility has looked like more of a deterrent to his gameplay than actually helping.
Yeah.
Like or sure, it, like.
Okay, what the caster just said,
A little bit to stun up Rook,
This is like
killing him
part
with
of the
fighter
reason
style.
why I really
But it
don't
seems
like
each
putting
time
players
he
on
gets caught
agents
throwing
that they're
the
not
ball, it's just
comfortable
not him
on.
having his gun out, and it might sound silly, but when you have a guy who has as much raw aim as LaRock,
Just feels
I
like,
wanna
why
see
wouldn't
him
you
with his
just put
gun
him on
out as much as
Phoenix?
humanly possible. Like if he's throwing a flash, I don't.
Like I will say within the current meta, like if you're comfortable playing Phoenix already, like you might as well just play Phoenix for that guy, like on every map that you can. I think like theory wise, like man, I don't think LaRock can't play Deadlock, but the problem is when you have players on agents they're not comfortable on, they will always try to solve the problem with utility. So any like micro scenario, they're gonna end up like pulling out util in a terrible position. You guys know like when you're playing Sova for the first time, you're just sitting there like shock out, like shocking in the most ridiculous scenarios.
And right now,
I feel like everybody playing Sova for the first time is literally just perma shock out, just like chucking them things.
in hand more than the rifle. LaRock again, ready.
It's such a classic.
And the net goes through.
And it's like BBL has
Rock
usually
gets
been
out
playing
the
double
rifle.
duelist
Very
with
nice
LaRock
self
on
potential for it to go
Phoenix.
even better if there were players
Like,
caught
just
in that
commit
map,
to it.
avoided now. Paranoia
You play that
early.
archetype on one map, like why not on other
Trying
maps?
to buy time as the rotates come in.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, probably screaming for help.
Obviously, there's different map theory for each
Leaf out of sight.
each map.
They've got so much information, but it's exit again. doing fantastic work on these entries. Even still, the trades come back to give an advantage over to this defensive side.
NAVI does have a pretty clear system for their entries, for sure. It's a clean round by BBL.
Man underneath who has no chance. Another big individual
Playing last match on Prino of Neon. Yeah, it's this match. This match and the Americas one. Those are the last two on Old Neon. And then we say sayonara to that, and we probably just swap the Neon to Jet for most teams.
A tight early game. And Ultimate's coming online. This is where the game starts to heat up. We're seeing some ideas there from BBL to play that bit more.
You think some coaches fall into the trap of wanting to have visible impact on the game with their theory instead of optimizing for player strengths?
And that certainly pays
I think in Valorant, it's a bit more common these days for players and coaches to lean into comfort, which I think is really good. Because in League of Legends, that was not really the case. That was like something that I've always like kind of
for that push up, which
felt like I had pretty good edge on. But like I feel like in Valorant it's more like isolated cases of teams like forcing players on characters. But then players started kind of like recognizing that it's just bad.
Putting the cam up that late, they know now that that's probably the
So in a lot of cases I feel like it's fine, but there are still kind of one-off cases that people are kind of forced into these weird theory scenarios.
Pushing forward. Tagged up. Lover's Rock. He still does well though. In fact, he's still standing. I thought he was dead.
Character model looks so weird when you like turn last second.
Waiting for that contact. This trap.
You guys notice how like Rose's body is like facing one direction and his like gun is facing the other?
Careful not to give the game away. There's still aggression
Sayonara
on the other side
mentioned.
of the map, and Ruxic has his ultimate available just off that kill alone. I think he realized it. Okay, if I get a singular kill catching players rotate, I can get us the spike. I can put
Why have teams moved to Cypher instead of KJ on maps like Pearl and Ascent? Okay, well only EMEA is really on Cypher on Pearl.
Looking a little bit overeager.
But on Ascent it's good because it's a way to block an offline, and your cam acts as basically like another piece of utility to help you take space.
Shot onto him, and here we go. Crashing into tree though. Hero's taking
it's just a good info agent, like a really high info agent.
Turned his back on Rose.
Another clean round for BBL.
Finishes out the
like for example, if you're opping and you have to deal with like a cage being defaulted here, like you can no longer just hold like the simple like crack line. You can't just hold this. You have to actually like use util to re-clear the space, because oppers don't want to like retake this B main space if somebody could be on top of the box, high load, top box, bottom box, on the line. Like they just don't want to deal with all of the different angles that, you know, happen once a cage to pressure the cross happens. Also, this camera alone does so much work with one M1 smoke. You basically gain all the mid space if they don't break the camera. So like you basically have another way to like deal with the operator. So you'll see this cage a lot during the meta into like a pop.
That's why they had that set up.
This is pretty common
in the fight. This time much more direct from NAVI, and we've seen LaRock do well.
Good pump fake. They actually bait out a lot of utility here. This is a nice round by NAVI. This deadlock wall, I think, is actually low-key kind of bad. It gives them the frontside space for free.
Waiting for the drop down. Reveal.
And now they're doing a frontside freeze.
The switch. Two players spotted there. They know.
I feel like this is actually like pretty good. This is pretty comfy.
And all those numbers are adding up on one side, and it's giving them clear direction.
I feel like they've misplayed this massively. Why did they like give all that space? They had the frontside space for free.
Spike's still under their control.
All they had to do was hold spawn. Like chill and boat. They already broke dart. They just hold spawn. Then they'll re-exec into backside.
Now just waiting with gun in hand, and that's it. This way is the most dangerous.
I want to talk about this topic. We've seen 3 players die like this now.
The ability to just shoot sometimes. And you expect that he will not miss a beat. He also has the Annihilation, his ultimate online if they really...
I'm starting to think that this thing that players do where they... Because he's almost certainly cooked Cloric in this round. I'm starting to think, and I want to pay more attention to this. Do you guys notice how they're approaching like movement here? When he's slow clearing lines on lane, he's doing like kind of this movement. Over and over. Wait, is he actually doing this?
On the side.
No. Okay. He like they take a step to clear something and they immediately leave the angle. Then they take a step to clear something and they immediately leave the angle. But what ends up effectively happening is you end up like showing part of your body and then you re-swing the angle and you get absolutely blasted. They do it though because it's on like angle disadvantage, so it makes sense. But I'm almost like wondering if it's just more consistent. You just commit your peak and then you just go into your next peak. But maybe not, because you're like, then your like body is just actually stuck in the open. I don't know. I've noticed it a few times though. I don't understand what you mean. Like basically what players do on angle disadvantage, I think it is good, but I'm just trying to think about if there's a better solution. Is you'll peek the angle, right? You'll peek the angle and you'll pre-aim something, okay? But then the movement input is they immediately exit the angle because they're trying to like jiggle out a player in the case that they guessed wrong on their peak. Just wide swing. It's called jiggle. No, they're not like intentionally jiggling though, chat. What I'm saying is they're doing it on an angle out. If they were jiggling, then he would be like, you know, like knife out close to the wall and he's like trying to like bait out a shot. He's trying to slow contact the space, but then he's exiting the angle every time. I've just seen 2 players now die because of doing it though in the last 2 rounds. Because I think it was LaRock that did it as well. If you get unlucky on the timing, you just die for free. But I guess there's no better solution. Just contacting on like an angle disadvantage angle, you end up having to play like that, I guess.
So far, when it comes to stats in the EWC qualifier for EMEA, Ascent has been the most defensive side of the map.
It just depends on the angle, I guess, if it's better to commit versus like actually playing like your movement to
BBL at this point,
jiggle yourself out of the angle.
showing that they've got the lead. Navi.
Oh my god, they did a spawn split and it actually didn't get punished. There was no spawn player. Now the rotates are fucked.
The pause early to look to rectify
things.
Get to the board early.
Bro, we didn't break the trip.
Hot onto exit. That is a death sentence. I don't think the shorty blast even caught it. So Kraven gets to kill him.
This is the second time that Navi's close to being in a frontside freeze, but then they like blunder it.
Even needed. The formality now is the
okay. That was not a pretty round.
LaRock's second kill of the round.
Navi already have a few rounds though on attack. Like they're not feeling that bad.
Defensive sided map when it comes to EMEA.
They're not feeling that bad.
Navi kind of allowed them to get away with too much.
Shoulder pick is different because you get the info, then wide swing. Exactly, yeah. This is like contacting, and then you're like turning the contact into a jiggle.
In terms of how long you can fire it, that I was like, oh, what, like 5 seconds gone by? He must have missed. He must have like fired it into mid, try and kill it somewhere else, and then you see it catch someone. You're like,
when I go on site when there's 5, they should have.
Because he held it long enough.
The protocol is typically going to be, I mean, especially if you do a spawn split.
You only have 1 teammate left. A different avenue as
you
well.
just have 1 player come late.
Hasn't really been
everybody else goes through
just yet.
Goes through lane.
Lovers rock, but maybe realizing okay, they're gonna try and take.
Generally, that's generally the approach at B. You do a 1-4. 4 go through lane. 1 person goes stairs late.
How far out he's gone?
Just having this pressure is enough to like.
They didn't even notice that they saw the barrel.
Make you feel kind of fucked.
The dash might get him out, but no, he's caught.
That's a very important kill. Doable round.
So it's not even a trade. Numbers favoring Navi, and they instantly pick up the pace, looking towards this A site.
Oh, caught him.
Hunter's Fury. There's
80 damage.
They found at least 1 towards the site. Rose though.
4 bullets for exit.
He might have a backstab now, making his way through the tree. In for 1 already, and a real thorn in the side. They're not looking. Bro. Rose running all over them.
Rose just ran through. Did he have audio cues or what?
Taken out through the smoke, but still a 3.
How is this round also gone poorly for them, Navi?
Still have to make it through the choke. It's another big round from Rose.
Yeah, I think the singular kill Kraven gets from the corner as well. It didn't really give away his position, and maybe they focused in too much. 30 seconds.
30 seconds left.
There has been a rotation. Bear in mind, Loiter is incredibly low, but he's playing an off angle.
Wow, fast by Loiter.
Well, an instant headshot's going to help him out significantly. A few seconds from a smoke, but also a few seconds from his teammate making it back in. On for Cloric.
This is extremely doable.
His time is ticking away from him. Needs to go for this stick already. The
good peek. Good peek. As soon as there was spike audio, it's good.
He was confident he wasn't missing that shot.
Thank you. Yeah, and the timing as well.
I wonder.
Just as he plans, you know you'll catch.
I want to see it from Rose's POV, bro.
Lloyd takes the decision to get ahead of the curve on that.
Like,
yeah, great work.
Did they make full audio running through? Because I didn't think so. And then he just floods and kills Cypher for free. Maybe Cypher made audio.
Cypher to watch their back, and well, Rose was able to eat through that.
Because Cypher standing in the middle of tree, by the way, should not be pre-aimed. Rose coming through the smoke has to like basically guess which side to pre-aim. But he had a very confident like pre-aim on the Cypher. It looked like.
Slipping further.
We won't obviously see his
further away.
POV, but
5 rounds in a
I'm
row
assuming
now
that
for BBL.
Cypher made noise. Had to have. Had to
This
have.
was a pistol round win for BBL, but an immediate response
4 could be
from
enough.
NAVI.
For
3 in a
sure.
row there.
For sure, 4 could be enough.
Game hasn't felt competitive since. That's a great net, but Exit's already past it. He's already close on the site, and he'll at least find himself one. But how much more can be found from this point? Okay, good work by Filu. We're down
Operator,
to
though.
3v3.
Wait, you didn't get value.
Yeah, they brought this back.
That's big.
I thought the initial setup
Actual
would be enough to
3v3.
shut them down, but once again, they managed to fight back in and make this a competitive round. It's feeling like they need this round, and well, Lover's wrong. Okay. I was about to say, Filu looked like he slipped the net with Rose.
Turkish Valorant, they
not
just swing
looking,
smokes, bro.
And
I mean,
didn't kill him.
He
I'm
probably
not sure
swung
what
off audio, if I had to guess.
Yeah,
I don't
feel
think
like
even if-
I slipped into a
Even if
coma
you're
for a
from the
minute
region
there.
of Turkey,
it felt
you're
like
not
there
swinging
was
out that
5
smoke,
seconds.
pre-aiming exactly where the
3
Cypher is.
seconds, let's say, less
And winning that
dramatically,
duel.
Where, yeah, they were looking at each other almost, and neither of them shot. I don't know what that was. Maybe it just seemed to be slower.
Is it weird
in
to
my
think
mind.
Hero's the kind of guy that is
Either way,
best when he plays alone?
7 on the board.
No.
Let's see if we catch it in the replay.
No, I think you'd be surprised that that's like a lot. Like a lot of
This was
players
nice to hear.
probably
One,
prefer that, to be
2,
honest,
3.
so that they can just play full instinct and that they don't they don't have to worry about team play. Some players, it does like kind of blue screen them a bit when they play for team play, because they're like looking at the mini map, then they're trying to analyze the situation. How can I play with my teammate? When like in reality, the best play a lot of the times could be just to peek them, or just trust your instinct.
I knew Blue Steel could stop shurikens. I didn't know it could stop bullets, but there we go. I've learned something new here today. 7-3 on the board. It's now 6 in a row.
Do you think that come
For
from BBL is them
the
building
team
comfort
already
and
one map to the
expectation
good.
of
It's
Senti
best of
buff? No.
5. Starting to get cut down to
You
size.
wouldn't
Navi
plan
don't
for
wake up
like
soon, but it was
a
always
full like
under
stage
attack
ahead
sites
like that.
around here or
You're gonna play
there.
what you think is the best.
This is a chance for them to streak 2 together.
They definitely want to
Valorant,
qualify to
we're talking
EWC.
And they very much need it. Hero's the one to start. Opens it up.
They have, like,
Kraven
nothing else to play
trading,
for right now.
Kraven surrounded on the site.
Wow,
That ult
what a sick
shouldn't be
flood.
committed. It shouldn't
Insane by
be
LaRock.
committed, but it is. Loida gets one from
Bro, my
backside,
cat-
but it was LaRock
cat wants to cuddle
with
today.
a
Jesus.
triple kill that left him with all that space. I am amazed.
Did
by
the
what
overlay
BBL
break this
are
match, or
able to
does
do,
EWC
man.
not
They
have
had
budget
the
for
right
overlays?
plan.
I think
They
they'll probably
played-
add
they play
overlays
sometimes a
during
little too aggressive, but then also they bail themselves out
During
of,
main
of
event, they'll probably
every
add it.
bad
Just walks the
situation.
smoke. He hears that they're just rushing in onto his teammate of Kreven, and he just walks.
They'll probably add
the
it
smoke
during the
and
actual
kills two
tournament.
as they go
But
down
for
the
now,
lane
they're
where
probably just
he knows all
gonna
the steps, and then
Disgusting.
clearly the player from main
keep it as is.
wasn't ready
There's only
for
2
that
matches
to
that
happen,
remain
wasn't
anyway.
watching. And then
These
he
2
kills
best
the
of
player in
5s.
main as well. So,
They still didn't put team overlays. Like, it is what it is, bro. I got the team overlays. Don't you even worry about it.
Under's Fury.
He blind
Nice and
ulted, by the
early
way.
from Attack Navi. They've got a tag, but not the follow-up.
Well, he, like, dart
Hold
ulted,
on,
but-
he's down to a sliver of health.
Dart ulting without us
Spam or
actually
dart or
scaling
something
is
in
like
there.
kind of
Survive
weird.
someone with an ult? I don't,
It did look like it was 2 hits, right? But I'm
Meow,
fairly
cuddle with
certain
your
you can't
cat.
hit someone twice with a Hunter's Fury, and they
Yeah, I'm
look
giving my
toe-to-toe.
cat
I
attention
don't
right now.
know
She's
about
on my
that.
lap.
Look, leg hit with a Hunter's Fury first time. Because I don't think anyone could have spammed.
She's always
him,
so
unless it was like
cuddly
an
in the
instant
morning.
Shock dart at start of round that landed.
Yeah, or maybe the molly. He was dodging and
Could
the
be
molly
Molly.
was over.
Hot hands could be. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff there that can cause that kind of an issue.
Either way. Feels like he's living on borrowed time, but it's probably the one play you'd really want to have cleared. 45 seconds. There's the counter.
These Sovolts are
Hunter's Fury.
so bizarre,
Opportunity
bro.
for damage, but they might just be a little bit too far.
I feel like
away at this
we'll
stage.
usually see a
Pressure again
Sovolt
is
on
gonna close
this
the
cat
door.
split timing
Before it
when they're like
closes,
actually
Rockets get
forcing
shot through the
themselves
gap.
like through the choke.
Time ticking away, and they're only just landing.
Instead, he just does it randomly when he gets some amount of info toward mid.
But they are wrapping through the heavens.
It's not like
It's something that
prioritizing like
Robert
this super
Rock
good
is
line.
Noting. 25
That's
seconds
rough,
left.
bro.
He's in the right place at the right time.
All right, 9-3 it is.
Trading one out, but they need so much more. The shot dart might even get the kill, and it will. And now Filu is all that remains. That time
No
has been
bullets.
going. Oh, he's run out of bullets. He's right. That's
Hold
gonna
on.
waste another 3 seconds. Oh dear lord, that couldn't have got any worse. 9
That
to
was-
3. I don't know how, from the position they were in, Mitch, they have ended up at losing that half 9-3.
Well, that was hilarious right at the end as well. Rose on a sliver
Which team
of health
better?
in the corner. He's like, you might get me, but you're going down with me. I like that.
Hmm. I don't know. The fact that they're starting out pretty strong on Ascent here, if they get pistol, like they can easily like accidentally run away with this. I think BBL. I mean, it's easy to say BBL is favored from here. They already have a map win. They're up 9-3. And then from here on out, I think they're mostly playing double duelist, which is probably a better look for them. I feel like Navi yesterday also had a crazy amount of like hero moments. Not the player, but like, yeah. Not the player, but like, yeah, but also the player. You know what I mean? You get almost half as much watching on YouTube, yet you ignore it. YouTube viewers. Today I've been good about YouTube viewers, I think. Until just now, I guess. What's your take on buffalo rolls? What the fuck is a buffalo roll? Buffalo rolls. What is that? I don't have an opinion. Looks fire. That'll be my opinion. What up, Cluj? How's it going, bro? Don't tell send that 10-2 map up. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That did quite literally happen yesterday. Who the fuck is Sentinels Jr.? Bro. At 10-2, I said something like, no way Loud comes back. This is a 2-0. And then they won 11 in a row. Is that good?
3, a big lead for BBL after the first half, Tom. And looking at that timeline, it is hard to really understand where things went wrong for NAVI. It seemed like they had such a good game ahead of them. And now the second half is where they have to recover things.
Where do you rank Energy?
Not a bad start. Chloric
I don't know. Energy's...
more, and he's got it. Second kill, eventually dealt with, and Rock now doubles down as well. Anything you can do, he can.
Energy feels like a weird team right now.
Things in life.
I think they're good. They're definitely good.
In an even scenario, but that's Spike.
Okay, that was an important kill.
Planted yet? They're swinging. They're fighting. They wanted to maybe try and get ahead of things a little bit here, and it almost seems like
The snowball might be real.
maybe a bit of an overcook.
Yeah, I think Rose just stuck around.
Flooding to help no one. Classic.
So had to cross in the open.
Don't say that after you jinxed all 3 games yesterday.
Down in the retake.
I didn't jinx the Energy game though. I was trying my hardest and I couldn't.
That Laroc's going for. It's been
Okay, this is going to be a 1v2 with space, but the cam and trip does help them maintain some level of space.
Maybe they thought he hadn't cleared the space.
The fact that he popped that cam early,
to do it.
I don't know if that cooked him or not. It feels kind of like they could.
Going. This is so smart, but Laroc's shots didn't land.
I mean, that was a good play from Laroc.
And now he's got to run right into.
It was a good play from Laroc.
He was just hiding around the corner. And
He actually had him, bro.
Laroc, but a much
should make a tier list for the London teams.
Yeah, he had the base of a nice.
I think what I'll do, chat, is we're obviously watching EWC today. EMEA and 2 Americas. And then I'll probably do any type of... Well, I'm going to do APAC and China VOD reviews over the next 2 days probably, like 1st and 2nd or 2nd and 3rd, depending on when I want to take an off day. And then that's the time when I would make any content like that.
Being at the bottom,
but yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that once I actually watch the teams.
It's also worth noting as well, I said. Like,
what do you see, EDG? I still need to watch China.
It's definitely been better for Na'Vi. So with a pistol under their belt, definite opportunity.
But I think EDG at Santiago actually showed good signs. They're obviously one of the teams that lost early, the Chinese teams, but
and he's now gone.
They actually had good signs, like good interactions between players.
Found in just a moment's time.
Bro, if they convert this round
for Navi, they know exactly what they're looking at. This is something that they managed in the previous half.
Oh wait, Cypher's dead for free though.
It led to a streak of rounds, which is something that Navi simply cannot afford to give away. They win their first fight.
Smoking claim. Smoking.
Isolated. The spam's good.
Rose
is
you're spamming
in that corner. Maximum 2 bullets. If his legs are the ones eating the lead, but he's still
well done.
Living.
I could not believe that Rose is spamming there, risking getting spammed back. Jesus.
Navi are being left in the dust.
Jesus.
I guess some would call.
Team B actually made a tier list online, like on stream.
Half, but I think with the map that we've seen since then, I think we might be looking at a 2-0.
I might do the same and then just post it as a YouTube
for
video.
BBL, because
Probably valid.
that is devastating. Like the fact that both Hero and Ruxic just get overwhelmed immediately, losing to the pistols.
Our anchor has a
You
ghost.
kind of expect at
Yeah,
least
it's not
a kill or
ideal.
two to come in there, and it just never happened. And then Rose, well, he's been pulling off miracles all game, but that has to be one of the best. And
Okay,
he's already found
sure.
himself an opening kill onto exit in this round as well, almost having his Hunter's Fury online.
Take flight.
BBL might just run away with this, bro.
There's an ult online.
Getting that second round
There
is
wouldn't be
like
the time to throw it in. The man disadvantage. as
so
well, but
cooked.
Maybe if he gets something out of it. 1 HP though. Sent back. Did he pick up
Well,
the rifle? I think
they
he
have no
did.
more
This might
jet.
be the ult out of him. This could be a way for Navi to reset in the round.
Yeah, it's at a point in the game where you kind of go like, I almost feel that you need to be gambling.
Wrap it up.
You
It
get a
breezes
back
our
into
map.
this just off
You've already given up on him.
winning a crazy streak of rounds feels more unlikely.
It's still
than being
defense
able to
ascent.
win
Anything can
cup
happen.
That maybe you shouldn't.
Until you see 12, like,
Considering, yeah, as you said, that will put
Ascent
him in
really
key
is that
backup
map,
as
right?
well, so it will give him a
Could
twice as
easily
much
come
of
back
an
10-4.
opportunity to fight. The read,
especially with this comp.
NAVI is also fantastic. They're going to get a third player.
Perfect
Might be
read as well.
I think if he
30
stays
seconds
towards the
left.
spawn
Three-man
and
stack,
ults,
if they
that
get a
makes the
smoke,
most
it's
sense.
GG.
Instead, though, he's entering into the site. When you are that low,
Yeah, this is
that
impossible.
could take you out of there.
They could triple hold the smoke here, by the way, and blender them.
Maybe he's not committing
Oh.
to that ult.
Cyber Cages actually help a
Oh,
lot.
this could be huge.
Dart
They're
is
all in the
great.
lane. Hero could have spammed and taken a few, but instead he takes his time as Filu finds another. Still, no old pop, but it's not needed. They'll survive on a sliver of health as Lloyd is the last man standing. 4 seconds and a few bullets. And the round is over. A thrifty right back from Navi.
Quiver is never full.
I think it's clear to see that both these teams have struggled on the attack side, but that round felt brutal.
I
for
guess,
BBL.
bro.
I think the
That is an
Molotov
I guess, bro,
timing
kinda
from
round,
Filu
huh?
was perfect. The read that they had towards the end also, but it also came down to just how much time it took.
I will say, I do like teams that are
like such a long
more likely to,
rotation
like,
back to the
3-1.
other side of the map, and in the end, all too easy.
like actually playing for your
Win, a
read.
loss, and then a win again. And it puts
It's
their
low-key an
opponents into
underrated
odd
aspect of
scenario,
this
but
game.
With Rose having the Hunter's Fury, I wonder if they might just try something pacey.
Actually
Heroes
playing to gamble
just
stack based on your
prep
read, I think
for
is
the first
very,
time
very
around.
good.
Yeah, full
But not a lot of
mid-fight
teams have that
attempted and
approach.
Successfully pulled off by Navi.
A lot of teams
Good
like
amount
to
of damage
just
as well on the site push here. This retake is looking juicy.
play for the default, I guess.
And the shock dart's taking Lover's Rock down. That is a big hit. And a big player to
Or
remove
scenarios
Hunter's
like this,
Fury.
they're playing for like
Sent
retake.
through by Rose.
Like, bro,
Can't believe it.
playing for retake
I'm
against double senti.
genuinely perplexed at this, but it might work out. I guess they've stopped Filu's ultimate, but still a 2v4, still double the numbers that they're up against. Decent damage, but the spam's back even better, and Rose is left with a classic. I really didn't think I saw him run back.
What matches are you watching
He
today?
said
The only
Hunter's
ones that we
Fury, and
can.
I thought, no, Tom, he's simply running to
The only ones that we
rotate late on
can.
short. Surely. And he actually committed it. It's
AKA
a big commitment when the gap is
BBL Navi.
4-round gap. It's not huge.
The funny thing is,
And
I'm actually-
Energy
I'm
Loud.
fine with the Hunter's Fury. The one thing
Is there a world that Loud
I
wins?
don't think
I
makes
guess so.
sense
I mean,
to
they
me
won last time.
is why they didn't use
But it's a
the
best of
Annihilation
5, Chad.
first.
There's no way.
'Cause I
I feel like there's no way.
You used
You
the
sleep well
Annihilation
yesterday? I
because
slept
it-
okay.
in
I mean,
that
I got like
moment,
6 hours, 7 hours, something like that.
you bounce it
It's also another SRG game. Yeah, I saw the timing on it though, Square.
And while they're panicking,
The timing's
to
bad.
try and save that
The timing's
player,
really
you
bad.
then
It's
Hunter's
like
Fury,
4:30
and then
start
maybe
time or
someone
something.
aggressively peaks. I think that's the best way you win the round.
6-7 hours?
Instead,
Yeah,
Matchmaker
I know.
has
I said
the
6-7.
result.
It's a later
Has the
slot, yeah.
result.
Unless they
So
showed it
actually,
wrong on VLR.
That's beautiful, Tom. Because what I was going to say the second you finished talking was, oh, I didn't even realize Larocque used his ult. Because in the replay I saw it, I heard it just about. The second
Zix
Hunter's
bald.
Fury is activated, Larocque
Oh,
activates
clever
his ult,
6-7.
and he doesn't get the full voice line out because they shot him in the head
Yeah.
So fast.
immediately.
Ah.
So,
Yeah.
I then rethink what I said. Hunter's Fury going in surprises me, yes. Because I thought it was a 2v4 when he did it. But he did it just before Larocque died, and it was an ult combo with Larocque. That then makes perfect sense why he committed it. And it's actually just that Navi's retake timing was perfect to get in there ahead, which builds further into what you were talking about, Filu having such good utility in that early round.
Yeah, it is the
that
later
round
slot,
was perfect
unfortunately.
from Navi.
If it was the early slot, then it would be
goaded.
goated.
They were avoiding.
Because we could just do basically the same as yesterday.
Great spot.
Just go straight through. EMEA
economically,
into
but also
GC
put them in a
into
great spot
Americas.
versus their opponents who, okay, now have guns. All right, never mind. Scrap everything I just said. The
I
ultimates
really
don't
like that
matter.
strat, by the
You've got
way.
Lover's Rock.
I really like
Just
the dash
upgraded
into
his
the
weapon.
door smoke
Great amount of
with a
damage
shotgun.
already, though, from Clark. It might seem like a big advantage, but that advantage is slipping. The problem is Lover's
Come back
Rock
A,
is
no?
just going ham. I almost
back
want to
A.
see him just commit to going to this A site because they have done
Just hold the
nothing on
rotates.
B, and
Everybody
he's already got
relax.
2 openings here.
Hold the rotates.
Yeah, they're waiting for his dash in, and he killed him with a judge. Then they go to retake the
Oh,
space, and
goodbye.
he kills him again. He's won this round for them. And Rose, insult to
Beautiful.
injury, catching exit, who's worried about Lover's Rock being anywhere behind him, coming through the window, and then ends up meeting Rose. Same thing happens here.
I think this dash is one of the
and finds out there's another one.
more unique
Now I know
strats
why
that
Rose
you can
used
do on
his
the
ult
map.
so early. He's keen to get those.
I think I talked about this the other day. This dash.
1v3 that I'm surprised Cloric's even sticking around for.
Or maybe I was just thinking it when we were talking about the heaven split, because we were saying spawn splits are bad, which I still think. They had an opportunity to do a successful one today, but it still ended up not getting value. I think this dash is one of those pistol strats that used to get seen a lot.
With the tags in, even more so.
Catch some players off guard.
Forward, but 11 on the board, and this is terrifying.
You basically fake like you're gonna do an actual A hit, then your omen blind goes across, and if the player is ever rotating like this, they just get owned by this dash. So sick.
And I still think BBL
Usually this player has util in hand or they're falling back.
Such a difficult reverse
One of those two cases is
sweep.
usually the
This is not
common
team I
scenario.
wanna be trying to reverse sweep.
Like a Sova, for example, sitting in the smoke with a dart,
Especially with
or like a Phoenix throwing a flash, or like a KO right clicking.
Now,
Those kinds of
technically, I
util
guess, in
timings,
both
pretty
halves
good.
of the map, even though it was a bit of a weird back and forth, and you're not even close to winning this. Like, not even remotely close. Like, we've seen Rose have one of the best performances I think I've ever seen from him. Like, he's genuinely playing fantastically well. And then you also have, like, this round is Lover's Rock dashing through the A site into short and managing to get opening kills. Like, it's just so impressive how good he's playing individually, and a fantastic first map. And this is the level we've wanted to see from him. And at times, yeah, sure, I think there may be discomfort.
Isn't, as a random thought here, bro, they're starting on two like sides that are like super unfavored, by the way, in this series. Pearl attack, then Ascent attack, right? Like, that's kind of
Difficult,
annoying,
to
bro.
almost
That's
not
why I
just
don't
be
like
cannon fodder as a
this
jet on
map pool.
and he's just won a round.
Feels like the sides are
Basically being
so
cannon fodder, but cannon
naturally
fodder fights.
one-sided, one way or the other.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Like Lotus,
it's not the first time that we've
Haven,
seen that level be
super
hit by
attack-sided
it.
maps.
Certainly not
Breeze,
even in
pretty
this series.
attack-sided.
But this was
Split.
right when Navi felt like they were starting
Ascent,
to course
Pearl,
correct, and
pretty
they judged
defense-sided. I
dashes
guess Fracture
what
as well
sends
is
you
pretty
back to the
attack-sided.
Stone Age.
It's like 4 attack-sided maps, like pretty attack-sided, and then 3 like pretty defense-sided maps naturally.
Meanwhile, BBL have plenty of chances to bring themselves right up to that finish line.
So like, unless you have like exceptional
That's
game plans, you
awful
just
for exit. And with him down, this round
I don't know.
should be done. Look how quickly they accelerate on the back of that pick.
I almost feel
A shot.
safe,
Okay.
but okay. Filu's made it interesting.
wall
It's
clear
gonna Get
left.
them in on the fight, but you feel like they have to win this if they are
Okay,
going to commit
this
to
is
it.
good.
Paranoid
Beautiful.
is good.
3v3 now.
Gonna
Doable.
leave Kreven in an awful situation.
Very
So
doable.
they brought it back to a 3v3. Around there was looking over. Stunned up though. Rose is still just.
So what's the
waiting.
point of our trip if we're not going to
Not
play
wanting
off
to
of
give
it?
anything away,
'Cause
just
that
still
trip
trying to
seems
hold
bad.
the
It's
main,
like
but something
super
that
deep.
They should think about it.
I
Something
like
they
Larock's
should almost
angle.
predict, but
You
they've
peek on
gone
timing the
past.
lane player.
They've gone pushing. Cloric is waiting, but he hasn't managed to hit
Well
the
played by
shots, and it's
well played by Rose. It was
again.
on good timing.
So many moments. That this
Doesn't it depend
man
on
has
comp too?
taken
Yeah, it
for
does.
BBL, and one that now lets them sit 12 and 6.
You know, I remember when we saw this team playing in the tier 2, people said that Rose was going to be dropped when they made it. That like you have 4 insanely good players, and then you know the IGL who's leading them through tier 2. But when it came to tier 1, he just didn't have the stones. He couldn't stand up to the rest of the players. They'll get a real
Map 3, what's your
IGL in
opinion of
there,
this
someone
map
who
for
can
both teams?
frag as
We can look at it after.
well,
He just blind ult
certainly
today.
doing pretty good in this series. And he's had plenty of moments
Wow.
throughout VCT where he has shown his true level. This
Blind ult today with
ridiculous
Neon?
performance from BBL.
Sure, I guess that's
Remember,
fine.
He's the one leading them as well. 6 rounds to the good. Man advantage.
That is not a common spot for the Omen to be. No, that may look troll from Rose POV, but he's trying to jump spot Cat, and the player is deep off Cat as Omen.
Paranoia onto Rooksik, has to just try and hide in the corner as a teammate slowly coming in as well, and that's a freebie. At least one back, but again, it has.
Loida has both smokes, by the way.
It feels like BBL
while they're hitting this A site, and nobody smoked. Like he didn't smoke.
Can see some sort of response.
I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, you need a response.
What happened there?
You've got Lover's Rock playing with an AWP and a Blade Storm as a backup. It's going to have to be one hell of a response. To start, the wall being broken up top. 2 players there, position given away, but they don't know about the third. That will change soon. As
Operator
the
smoked
retake comes
off.
into play. NAVI's holding on for dear life.
Wow, that is forced, man.
Should have been
So
good. He was
forced.
low already, but he survives. They know Kreven's here.
Filu.
They know that he's tagged. Filu will deal with him. Okay, Lover's Rock. Oh, that stands in their
Really?
way. Half already on the defuse. Lover's Rock has to be quick.
Anonymous
And the
with
hero
10
stands in his way
gifted.
Again, 12-7.
Thank you, Anonymous.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, I'm honestly.
Thank you, Anonymous.
The reason I laughed midway
Goat.
through that is because Loiter went for the most long-range shorty.
I don't know who you are, Anonymous, but I appreciate
and
it.
That gets him killed.
What
And
the
if
hell?
He just didn't shoot.
So kind, man.
Or just pulls out a gun afterwards. He kills Filu for free, and that ends.
I
up
wish
being
Anonymous
good.
wasn't an option.
That would have made it so.
Because I don't know who to
easier
think.
In that 1v1
I got you,
for
bro,
Lover's
MP.
Rock, but
Let's go smoke.
They still have plenty to play with.
You're
In
welcome.
terms of rounds. In terms of
Classic, bro.
weaponry,
Yeah, I'm like that.
it's
Yeah.
A bit more of a trouble.
Thank you, Anonymous.
What I will say though is there's a lot of ults that are close.
Imagine it was somebody that says, I got you.
5 in a row. And it starts with
That's
this.
insane,
Exit.
though.
Up on the corner, seen one already, but the paranoia forces.
Bro, the
it back.
gifters have been
Doesn't see
insane.
That space rotates coming through as well.
We're like getting close to
The judge
800 subs.
dives
Like,
in
that is
into space.
remarkable,
That's
bro.
Perfect as a start for Navi. They've avoided the dangers.
That is, like,
the
so
open hatches.
insane.
One player annihilated, but still a lot more to be done. Kreven is being taken out, and the op goes in for a little more. That was a leg shot landed, but no kill till Filu strikes.
Filu's getting some insane impact
The
in these
damage
last few
done, and
rounds.
Players stuck in that corner. It was never going to be a prolonged fight. 12-8. 4 more needed.
Thanks again, Anonymous. I don't know who you are,
Starting to see
but
some
W.
life.
Massive W.
Rooksik as well. Like he had a truly
Too kind.
vulnerable first half.
Too kind.
Someone that is normally such a reliable figure.
I wonder if it's the same Anonymous gifter every time.
Only 4 rounds now. The difference.
That's always what I'm curious of.
It's obviously still quite a bit, but
Sus.
starting to see the things that make you excited.
What if the
about
person's
Marcus
name was
Vincent.
just Anonymous Gifter?
Revealing area.
John Anonymous.
Well, with that annihilation being utilized in the last round, it means it's
Okay,
not
only
really
one player on
position
site.
A piece of the puzzle that would have been quite valuable, especially when you look
This
at
trip is pretty good.
inside hole.
This trip
It's
is gone
currently
now.
only one man here. Rooksik's gone walkabouts again. It seems
Rooksik
like the
have
game
done
plan
it
is to try and
again.
remove Kreven, and that's exactly what they've done.
I remember when people played against this comp
Well
originally
played
with
by Yoru as
Yoru.
well. He's under
The theory
pressure on
was
the
that
top. Utility coming
generally
absolutely
this comp
everywhere, and
does
a
like to
jet diving
focus
in,
on
but
mains.
no.
So like there was a
Mistake
big
being
mid gap.
Clean as can be for Navi.
So
with a
usually what you would do
flawless
is have
round.
somebody
They
swing
pushed up
here,
to
break cam every
12-9.
round,
Again,
and then
BBL, they can be lucky
the
that
opera
they
would
had
just
that
come
big streak.
instantly
If Navi
here
keep
and just
this
like
up,
hold
we'll
this
be going to
line
overtime.
from bottom mid.
I wonder when's the moment that maybe
Rooksik has now walked off cat
I think even just a
twice.
stemming of momentum would be quite important. Like
Which,
you're
I
using
mean, to be fair, it is a good
stuff
play.
incrementally in
But to
rounds
do it
that aren't
twice,
going your way.
kind of crazy. I feel like that's like a 2 times a half kind of round, and you
you
usually delay it. Like you don't do it back to back.
Filu's gone from the bottom of the board to now racing for the top of it. The weaponry again isn't the best. Now, I will say we've seen the Hunter's Fury especially used a lot in rounds like this rather than
Okay.
actual buys. I kind of hope that's not the case this time out when you know that it's going to be a better buy
Uh-oh.
next.
Few value
Flash
again.
actually just a
Exit
little
2.
behind Rose, but the shots land
Exit got
anyways.
2 with the up.
Sent back, and it's
Holding
found
the
a
cage with Shorty.
2v5 advantage, so gotta be relatively happy with that if you're Navi.
Jump peaked.
Looking likely to be 12-10 damage there for Loida, but he's got a few more coming his
Jump
way.
across the
And
angle for your
jumping
boy.
Odin from Chloric opens the gap.
Navi's
for
making
Rooksik
this
to finish
doable.
it. 2 rounds now in a row for Navi, and it's definitely looking a lot more doable for this squad now.
Making it
I'm not
extremely
surprised.
doable here.
This is what I was gonna say. If they didn't call it last round, this is definitely the one for a pause.
Yeah, it was a low buy, so this is where all the pieces are going to be available for BBL. This is where you're going to have a couple of ultimates to play with as well. Especially, I think that Hunter's Fury. I wouldn't mind seeing more of a direct A take with that utilized. I think that Hero.
You're avoiding
again,
playing
is
ranked to
starting
cost
wake up into
150k
the
now?
match a bit, but they're leaving him on an
Yeah.
island in an awful lot of rounds and playing retake. So
I think after
kind of
this,
sets you up to deal with the post blind. But
okay,
also
during the
they've been
Rust tournament, I'm
aggressively
definitely gonna have to
pushing
turn it off.
Rev,
But
so maybe a change to
after
sort of try and
this,
deny, like, be it Rooks
I'll definitely be
taking
able to
that
play more
space or
ranked.
somebody clearing
the last
the
few
low,
days have been
because
kind of brutal,
once
like
that
15
low
hour
is
streams
gone,
plus.
the retake becomes an awful lot easier for the side of NAVI because you don't have to worry about that player in mid. So I think plenty that could be adapted for the NAVI side. Well, more of the same. I think the operator has made a big difference, but also Filu's just looking great over on that Phoenix, and if he can keep that
VIP's
momentum for a
400k?
couple more
Yeah,
rounds,
I mean, I think we
might
have
be
like,
going in 1-1.
I want to say around 8
There really is nothing
VIPs.
I like more than being
of
wrong.
people that have
Filu's
redeemed it.
been one of those cases for me where I thought him being kept this year was a completely wrong move. I think that the ceiling that we saw from him was quite low, and like going into last year. And then the role that he was playing also perplexed me even further because I thought you'd at least have a swap up. But he's looked so good this year. He's definitely converted me into a fan, changed my mind. Paranoia here is perfect. They have a wall that they're hiding behind.
They got owned.
Sent in by Filu, but the spam's through.
They got double spam through a Phoenix wall.
That narrow little laneway. There's not very far you can go. That's a 5v3 off, barrier up. And the timeout may not have made a difference.
It's not something that we've seen Na'Vi fight for too often. A lot of the time they've given up that A main control and then
Maybe I'll make the YouTube short today.
site, or as said, even played retake, but they completely switch up. And
The stream is fantastic.
Completely off
I did
guard.
not pay that chatter.
Attack
I did
side
not pay
again
that
starting to
chatter.
Be a burden for them on this map and almost mirroring the
I did not pay him, I
great
promise.
defensive half they had last time out that ended up in OT versus Heretics and ended in a defeat. Also now walking into the Odin, even sort of giving the game away. The cam is spotted and they didn't
shit.
even expect Chloric to be here. A nasty.
This angle, I feel like it's
Not
always
properly
good.
cleared,
It's
and he's even gonna go out for
It's been
more.
so
This is looking
consistently
like a potential for
like a
another
multi-frag
fall round.
spot. This like
The
market
only
market
thing that
corner.
can really be done is if he wants to try and take the spike and go for a 1v5.
He's even playing a slightly different angle because he's like a bit more elevated on that like little fruit stand or whatever is there.
Gives you that
Little,
feeling,
like,
Tom,
barrels.
but I think there might be something to it. Yeah, carrying that weapon through probably is the most value,
Seconds left.
and Philo hasn't gone his way. So that's, well, there's still a little bit of a risk. The wall's not quite closing in, but
What up, Forama?
Rook's Spidey senses are tingling. He's so very close. No, 2 seconds left. He's rushing with a charge, and he's found him.
Well, that's not good.
That's ridiculous from Ruxic.
Are they frauds? They look so well drilled fundamentally in kickoff. You ever nervous side? Why have they declined?
I don't know. Maybe they've cleared everything else, but it definitely seems like read.
I'll never play this guy in
What?
battleships, bro. My God.
I don't know. Simple as like
Guess them all
when
to
people
BBL.
are on comfort
That is
roles,
rough. Weaponry gone. A week.
it does simplify your game so much. Like Lover's Rock on Yoru just seemed so
Look at the aggression of the defense.
comfortable.
Considering that this is OT on the line, they are pushing into the spawn. Kreven is in.
Just got to
a
play
nightmare
op
position
consistently,
once again.
by
He
the
has had
way.
a horrible half because he has been
I think doing push plays against double senti comp is extremely risky,
Still, they'll get the
but it's still got value.
They have the Hunter's Fury. The fact is,
Did Zix jinx this game?
they are a
I actually
man
think I
down
did.
in a map that
I
should
do
have
think I
already been
actually did
theirs.
jinx this game.
This flank is huge. No one's even looking in that direction as Exit takes down LaRock. We're in a 2 versus 4 rows. Trying
going
his best
OT.
of another big play, but it has to be Loida to do it. Low
I mean,
HP on
Loida
Exit.
could do it.
This is definitely doable. It's a good
If it-
smoke.
if
to
it
get
is
room
anybody
play
to do
where
it, it's
he
probably
needs it now to
Loida.
fall back. The shorties hunting him down. Good spam on the first. Loida, he has to hit these shots immediately.
Timing.
In fact, it was the full HP player that he just.
He thinks he's in
swapped
hell
spots
for
with,
sure.
Creeping his way back.
Wait.
Again. This is actually beautiful. I don't think they'll expect this. They think that he's under. They think it's a freebie.
He
but in
won.
fact, it's anything but. Loida with a 4-piece
Counter
pickup
jinx.
and 13 to
That
11.
timing is crazy,
What a way to
bro.
close this out.
Bro, that
This
timing is crazy.
A high octane game from the get-go. But
What the fuck?
I've not seen a 1v2 played that well in a while. My God.
Yo, that reposition was
There's
sick.
so much mixed into that. An element of luck of when he goes jumping back into the smoke that there's nobody in there. The fact that he then manages to wrap all the way back around to the generator. And of course, there's
That's
nobody
crazy.
expecting him to be there at that point. They've just.
But I do think
seen
Lover's
him dance
Rock-
with death, and for now.
Lover's Rock is going to be very comfortable in this upcoming meta. Playing Jet and being able to op consistently is like... I feel like so many teams needed this for sure. Like Furia as well, I feel like is another one that like with the upcoming meta change will be a lot better. They have struggled so much since the Euro nerf. Euro nerf like high key fucked this team. Bro, they're like getting dominated on maps too. Yesterday you jinxed Fnatic in exact fashion. Buddy, Ray's way late coming back. Yeah, I mean, Ray's and Waylay are going to be fine too, but like having the option to play Jet because it's like the pool is a bit more open in terms of like what agents you can play because Neon's nerfed. And we'll probably see so much Jet, Phoenix, Waylay Phoenix. Ray's Phoenix, probably not that much. And then on Split, we'll probably see like Jet Rays, Jet Sky Rays. Probably will come back. I feel like we'll just see a lot more Jet for Furia. A lot more Jet. They finally have some time to like full focus on stage 2. The problem for a lot of these teams though, chat, that are like going to be full focus on stage 2, bro, they don't know what changes are going to be in. They don't know what the map pool is going to be. They don't know if Phoenix is getting hard nerfed. Because you would imagine that Furia here might even want to invest in Koala Noob Jet. Alum learns a shit ton. Like he plays a shit ton of Phoenix and learns it. Because he's got some early reps here. But it's like you could always improve it. But like what happens if they spend their whole off time playing Koala Noob Jet, Phoenix for Alum, and then Phoenix gets nerfed? Then their identity is going to have to change again. You streamed for like 16 hours yesterday. How are you still kicking? I slept like 7 hours. An anonymous gifter, you're a great streamer. Thank you, bro. Are you the same anonymous gifter from earlier? Yeah, Sliggy for his twin making machine. He still wants to make a short after. Feel Alum Waylay could work. Yeah. Alum Waylay could work. But the problem is then we go back to this weird situation where like Koala Noob's playing Phoenix. Which is like fine, to be honest. Like it's not like Koala Noob Phoenix is why they're losing. It just doesn't fit cleanly within their identity. Because, like, I mean, look, he had, like, a crazy performance in this map. This is a 100T energy meta by far. You mean going into stage 2 or just dropping Neon? Honestly, EWC kind of nice, giving teams reps that will result in higher quality split 2. I agree. I think stage 2 is going to be very good. I think the only downside of EWC that I'm worried about is if it's played on the London patch. If it's played on the London patch, then isn't split 2 going to be actually worse quality? Imagine there's like a crazy big patch change after London, but there's like all these teams that are like going from London directly to EWC, and then EWC, if it's played on like the old London patch, isn't it cooked? Teams will have like no prep time going into next stage with like new map pool potentially plus new patch. If I recall correctly, 2 weeks before stage 2, we get the initiator patch. Did that happen last year? Yeah, there was a map pool change. For those that don't remember, can you review this clip? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, we got a points redeem here, chat. This round? Oh, no. Don't forget to run ads. Yeah, I'll run ads after this. Oh, no. I already know, bro. Like, EG versus Fnatic, we were getting cooked.
And more deadly.
We would always get shit on by Fnatic, by the way.
As this tournament
Although I don't have that much of a memory of this round. Is this like the round that Durka fast opens and kills us?
progress,
Or
he's
no?
become lethal.
Doesn't look like it.
For now, little adjustment here.
Anti-eco round.
Stick up
Play in, TP out.
before
And that's
switching to
fine.
utility, but the one X factor, that one win condition we hadn't seen hitting a
Bro, these fights aren't even good, by the way. But Demon 1, anti-eco, makes sense, bro. Just fight that shit.
was this man, and he's already off to that hot start. Gonna clean up Durka here.
Is this the right round? Does anybody...
Doesn't really take much damage either. Nothing at all.
Oh, fuck. Okay, this is probably the right round.
To that hot start. Gonna clean up Durka here. Doesn't really take much damage either. Nothing.
Boaster saying
That's a
that?
good reply though. Boaster gonna temper some of that aggression, but they do recover the Guardian and filter it back.
Okay, so they push back C. We smoke C. But that kill was from far. Do we read into that? Not really. Ew, do you guys see this B site? Do you guys see this B site? Ew, there's no close left. Why did I forget about this? There's no close left. You actually get to use Wii? Yeah. Well, I also can't jinx this. Also a B orb, by the way. They just grabbed a B orb.
And the desk kind of brought this up as well. Even
Wait, look at the C site. There's no close left as well. Bro, how attack-sided was this map? Like, in hindsight, think about it. How attack-sided was this map? There was no 50-50 at C or B.
the last time they met earlier in this tournament.
And there was a B orb.
Incredibly diligent and making sure
Bro,
they
was Lotus not like a 9-3, 10-2 kind of map?
lazy rounds from them. There's always something to achieve, and they generally do it very well. There's the second example of it. Oh,
Fnatic just grabbed every orb. What are we doing? We're not fighting for an orb?
this round, again, they're even in the
Do we
round
hate
to
winning?
convert,
Are we allergic to
make
winning?
something happen. Now down
Look at A. Yeah, I mean, the slant I remember.
to about 27 seconds. The chance of conversion.
This shit was so attack-sided, it's like actually disgusting.
Still Killjoy set up on B site as well. Boostio. He has drifted away from the turret here.
Why are we playing 1-1-1-1 like this? Guess we're afraid.
Now it's one pot.
Ethan takes timing, insta dies.
Cat's just before disconnected. Now it's one pot.
Ooh,
Alpha's
hold
actually
on.
found Ethan.
That's an opportunity.
It's the Guardian down.
Boostio tethered to the ground for a second. Spikes in.
Good smoke.
Clear advantage here. No recovered weaponry just yet.
Contact through green.
Player. That's be chronicled down.
Alpha goes through the smoke.
Oh, great trade from Alpha. Hold on, chip damage too. Boostio's in.
Yo, we played 1-1-1-1. Everybody solo retook from their own lane.
Danger, that's huge.
And we lost.
Maybe turns on its head, but a 1v2.
That's fucked.
Possible for Comp, but he's got to close that gap. A tap on the spike and leans a little closer. Boaster sitting so deep though. Smart work from Boaster.
Bro, I feel like the game has changed so much. Oh,
The shot doesn't come in, but time, it's ticking. The fight has
peak on timing there is nice from Alpha. Oh, and then he peaks on timing after as well. That's actually high pressure. That's actually high pressure. Bro, the game has changed so much. I like the initial, like what we're doing at C. That's actually nice. Because it's like we're contesting Mound, we're going to TP out, then we're going to re-aggress. We re-cleared Dog, Blind, Jet fighting, but then Boaster sat down Demon 1. What the fuck? And then everybody was just 1-1-1-1-1? Forgot Hut was able to go in? What do you mean? Hut was able to go in. What is Hut? What is Hut? Oh, you mean this? Oh my god. Okay, when you guys said A side, I was looking at this. I forgot that you could go inside of this. What the fuck is this? Wait, that is weird. That is actually weird. Wait, these are some W changes by Riot, I will say. But yeah, what are we doing in this round? We're actually 1-1-1-1. That's not good. Everybody retook as individuals. I do think that EG of then was pretty good at playing like separate though. EG overall was very good at playing separated and actually not dying typically. You were a fraud back then? We're in Tokyo Grand Finals. How was I a fraud? I remember an analyst application, I don't know which one, like 2 months back, where the VOD to review still had this version of Lotus. Wait, actually? What's the point of that? I guess to like test your like creative thinking. Forgot you could hide inside of that. Blood is saying he was on the team. I was on that team. I don't even like this clip. Why am I asking you to watch this? That's good.
You even go back.
There are funnier clips. Like if you're going for comedy with that clip, that was not the best comedy clip. Surely there's like a fucked up like crew round or like the G2 Vice ult bug. I'm sure there's a lot of like troll ass rounds. Or maybe even the Boosty jumping through thorns. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's like so many funny 100 Thieves ones. Thought it was a good clip, all things considered. No, it was. It was a good clip regardless. If you're going for comedy though, then that's not like a great comedy clip, but I actually like that because, bro, I forgot how Lotus even like looked. Remembering like how far changed, I guess, Lotus is. Because, wow, thinking about like the current map versus that map, think about how attack-sided Lotus must have been. There's no 50-50 on C, no 50-50 on B. The A-bomb site, you can play inside of it. There was no like dug out part, like a cutout in the back site. The cutout and back site is actually like pivotal to that bomb site toward A. I think that cutout is actually pretty fucking nice. Like think about how many people have lived in backsite because of this cutout. Like it happens so often. I feel like that's like kind of pivotal to how people defend this site. Like only W changes from Riot. So no ads. Oh my god. Oh wait, no, they auto ran. It's fine.
A core?
The ads did auto run. So we should be good.
The revolving door of a fifth, even when they have a set fifth in the form of X.
I'm not like a big fan of this BBL comp, but like it makes sense. They're double duelist team. Fuck it.
Be a little bit more reliable even with those moving parts. But indeed, in this matchup,
ads. I mean, they're already like auto ran, so it should be fine.
We were given a treat. My eyes are
should be fine.
Exit and Lover's Rock, as you said, Lover's Rock doing so much better when it comes to having that extra maneuverability. And I think in the first couple of rounds, we're gonna get to know whether this is the same.
People actually followed me on TikTok. Yo, thank you guys. Thank you guys for following me on TikTok. Thank you. We're actually almost at 6K. I think when I asked earlier, you guys ended up there was like 10 people that followed since then. So I appreciate that.
Buy rounds, and we see that.
We have to make it a 10K.
The last map is super close.
AKA, I have to start making YouTube shorts again.
They have to constantly dig themselves out of a ditch. It's not easy for any team to do that. A pistol will help out massively, and they start here.
I followed you on TikTok. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I think the worst thing is like the last match.
How much hidden tech would you say you have that you haven't revealed yet?
Lost 8 rounds in a row.
Oh, I still have like in my spreadsheet I have like 10 plus
single time, no matter the circumstance. And then it's like, oh, now we're
10 plus things that I still haven't like revealed.
Start playing better. I don't know if it's crunch time. I don't know what gets in the head.
But I mean, there's
Maybe
always going to
that
be like kind of
direction
infinite
from
things to make
Angel.
videos on.
I'm not sure, but they have
Because
not
like
had a good
I
start.
could
One
always
thing
like
they
lean
tried
into
to
like
do,
angles
Viper,
or
statistically one of his best agents.
character interactions, like a bunch of
Field
stuff.
and Cloric are able to pull back that early fight.
Like for example,
does just the same, denying any further elbow aggression, but paying with his health bar for his trouble. A site open.
he read it wrong.
and a plant
Oh,
coming through.
for example, pop
Roxic,
quiz chat.
The only one close
When
by,
is the
but
last
not
time a
close.
Sova can ult a KJ
never
ult?
mind. Definitely close enough. To
How
have
many
an impact.
seconds
He's
left
dropped
on the
one and
KJ
left
ult?
Planter alone for the time being. Snake bit him. out
I
into
actually
the
recently
open as well.
retested
This
it
is
to make
getting
sure
a
that
little
I was
dicey. Rock's
correct
in a
on
hurry
it.
to get back. He's going through mid with his knife out. That's a free pickup. Well done by Ruxic. Good round from Cloric as well. And Navi end up with a pistol. Good start in the half.
We'll see if
Like, you know how
they
the
can
timer's on your
late in the
screen?
First half, 'cause I definitely think
timer's like on your screen here.
Of course, last time out when we saw this map,
The timer on your screen can say 5.5. That is the last time that you can
The
ult.
attack side where they shine. Their
KJ ult.
13-9 victory versus Eternal Fire was a 9-3 attack. Their 13-5 win versus Vitality.
It's kind of nice info to have as a Sova player. knowing that's like you have to press the button at that exact moment and then insta send it and full send it.
A good start. Obviously, we don't have much data from them. They've only played it once. Over
The first hit at 5.5 or
again,
pop it at
also
5.5.
a
Pop it at
solid
5.5.
from them, but already decent from Rook.
Popping it at 5.5.
His Viper stats, like you look at ACS, etc., they are ridiculous. Like, give him quasi
Little shock lineup to break trip.
and he's really hard to kill.
Didn't end up working.
Nice.
Good
hero.
attempt though.
Onto LaRock, onto Lover's Rock as well.
Oh, they
Everyone
got
showing up with the
absolutely shut
sheriffs.
down.
Indeed, on both
Jesus.
sides. Not bad work from Loida, but that Molly's going to force him out if Hero wasn't behind him, pummeling him with legs.
Hero's fucking
That's
insane.
one hell of a round from Hero. 4 kills with the Sheriff. I think all headshots as well. And
All
any
5
danger.
kills were Sheriff kills as well, because the other was Cloric.
Yeah, in fact, all 6 kills in the round.
This is
were
BBL's
Loida
map pick,
got
by the way.
one as well. So,
We are getting later in the pool though,
Sheriff round, if
so
ever I've seen one. But a great start for Navi.
It's gonna probably be a bit more evened out.
Although not so much in this round, as you don't usually have full investments. But confidence at an all-time high. And yeah, the first kill wasn't a headshot.
we shall see.
1-0.
Are you looking at coach again in the future? Or are you focused on growing the stream? Currently, because I don't have an opportunity that makes sense, I'm focused on growing the stream. But
BBL.
It looks like
must
a
have been.
depending on opportunity, I'm also looking to coach. Do you see Boaster doing your flex peek? Yeah, the flex jiggle. We've seen like all of Fnatic doing it now.
As we sort of saw, Navi
We've seen a lot of players doing it.
It's
actually W.
That properly invest and
Saw Sentinels players doing it. Chronicle is doing it. All of Energy does it as well.
Singular kill in a round where you're full buying. That's a little worrying.
It's my legacy. Hopefully they don't change it.
Ruxic's taking a bit of a risk, sticking around. He'll pay, but he's gotten his fair share. 3 under his belt already. Rose, the danger man in some of the rounds.
All right,
So
3v2.
far in this series, been smoked off.
3v2 extremely doable here.
Not exactly a comfortable round for Navi at this point.
Man, I wish we could see util.
There's no need
Like the
to
fact
use
that we have
sheriff.
wall
Always
stun definitely means that we could just easily exactly. Surprised he
that's a
didn't get
missed
this
shot.
punished.
That could be costly. That stun's hit though. Rose resets, swings in with the rifle for one.
Oh my
swings
God,
in
he's
for
won,
another.
bro.
It's a 4K from
4K for Rose,
The
like-
IGL leading by example.
Bro, it felt like
Closes
Navi
it
could have
out.
punished so much sooner.
Oh man, that one was looking
Guess
like a
because they didn't know
sensational
where the Omen
delivery
was,
coming out of
Exit was kind of
Navi.
hesitant to just
A
full send it.
2-0 start facing into an eco and they lose it to
Rose is crazy, man.
What a series he's having. He wants to go to France, I'll tell you that.
Bro, Rose?
I feel like
Rose is such like a funny character.
firstly,
I don't know.
You might be a little bit annoyed.
He reminds me so heavily of
Obviously,
Boosie,
he's playing an
man.
aggressive position, but the fact that
It's
he's
like-
able to get so much
He has some like
from this
really
corner,
funny,
3
like
kills, and then the round
really
just
funny
slips
moments,
away.
but like
Yeah,
man, he has
it's
so much
horrible.
impact.
That kill was so free. Do you have time to pull out the pistol?
Such a high impact player. Like he may have some like goofy looking rounds, but
And it misses. And while the good thing about getting 4 kills in the previous round is Rose now has his ultimate And they're just clearing them from middle. Hero thought he had a cheeky angle. Instead, he's been wrecked.
Who knows more about the game? You were the specialist? Probably me. But I will say, the only player I've ever worked with that knew some random tech that I didn't know about is Asuna.
If they're allowed to get away with this pace he plays, it's so strange.
He's the
I
only
keep
player I've
catching
ever worked
myself
with
in the
that
early
he
half
taught me
being
like a few
it's
like
still
pieces of
so-
tech.
Such early days.
Almost
You go
every
into the
player-
series,
actually every player I've
5-3
worked
on the
with.
board, and you're like, well,
I've-
now I
I've
get to find out, you know, how this
Known
half plays
pretty much
out.
everything they know and more.
This is the real meat and potatoes.
Why is he called the specialist? I think it was just like a nickname that FNS gave him. Because he plays like a crazy amount of different agents at like a pretty high
It
level.
does just feel like this is where they need to show up, and they get a good start, and they get a third round that it should be a 3-0, and they get a man taking a risk.
So
in that
it's
third
true
round.
Asuna taught you the
Who
flex
gets 3
jiggle.
kills,
No.
and they lose it.
Yeah.
It really does feel like
He
they
taught me,
can't
like,
do
the minimap
anything
thing.
right when it comes to those first 6
Like,
rounds,
for the
so they'll get
bomb,
a couple on the board and then go
For
missing.
example, if you spot the bomb, the little question mark disappears instantly.
I'll be honest
If somebody
with
picks
you,
up the bomb.
I think 6 is generous.
Wow.
They've lost the first.
Wouldn't
half, the
specialist
first
be a
round
OTP?
10-2, and then they lost the
I think
next
the
one where they
implication
lost
is
8
that
rounds
he
in a
makes
row
every
from
agent
round
look
5
like
to
it's his
4.
OTP.
I would say for the first
Because like, for
4
example, he's like
rounds, they
perfect at
haven't
like
been
farming
able to
Phoenix
get it
Orb.
right, which
Uses Sage
is,
utility well when he was playing Sage.
It's normally the earlier rounds where they do, and then it just completely
That kind of thing.
goes off kilter. So we have to hope if we want this to be a
Wouldn't he be a
competitive match,
generalist? Yeah, I mean, I see that viewpoint as well.
can
But he's been given the
break
name of
back a little bit
specialist.
earlier, but hey, why not
So-
call it the same? A site, A site, A site. Of course, this round is not.
So I'm gonna
a proper
regurgitate
investment,
that
but I'm
narrative.
saying that there is an operator for exit, and
Um,
the marshals found a headshot.
guys.
Never mind, I guess.
Oh yeah, there's definitely
Actually,
still
Lloyd
some
has done
danger
this
in
twice
round.
now.
Exit deleted from
The
it,
walk
but
around
all
into
can be
mid-site.
recovered.
Got value
Yeah,
again.
late lurk in mid, but a late
This
lurk
timing
on
from
the late
Kraven
lurk
is-
coming through. You can see
it's
Kraven
perfect,
makes
by the
it
way.
through doors,
The
but
Cypher
it
didn't
hasn't
see it.
spotted. They haven't cleared him. Okay, Filu goes
Filu,
through.
bro.
Checks it. He might be seeing through walls. What is that? Last man standing
Bro,
now.
Philo
Over
actually
the
picks up
board's
that
made.
one
It will
timing
be
when his
Lloyd
teammate
up.
just cleared mid.
All by his lonely. And for Navi, okay, there's one down already. Gets a little shaky, but then
His
immediate
teammate just
response
cleared
from Hero.
mid,
Rook
and he's
seemed to
picking
have
up
had
that
the shot
timing.
lined up as well.
That's crazy.
Third for Navi at last, but
Insta
they've been on
kills
the
him,
board
and then
earlier.
insta spam smoke and kills that guy too.
Still, I think
Fuck
he'll
it.
take it winning around like that.
Yeah, I'm also wondering if Hero's actually got a kill with anything other than a sheriff so far.
You think BBL 3-0? It's definitely
4 kills on the
possible.
backside, had a sheriff this round, gets another.
Definitely possible. But Navi has stolen that
3-2.
100 Thieves comp, and 100 Thieves comp is... Actually, it's not even the 100 Thieves
Jumbo
comp,
sale by- has
because it's
worked out
Viper
for
instead of
them.
Harbor, but it's pretty
And
close.
An earlier break back. This is the thing. You want more of a back and forth from Navi, or just.
I feel like
you
this
can start streaking
comp,
rounds
like,
together, but
just
I
when
think
you have Neon
BBL
plus
are
Phoenix,
always gonna
it feels so
find
comfy,
gaps
bro.
in your game.
The Harbor's so good, I agree.
Feeling.
I think on defense, it makes it way easier to like play retake and shit like
Thing
this.
is, though, their
They do have an
opponents
interesting wall here, though.
building up some credits of their
It's like a
own
decent
with the
retake wall.
Last couple of rounds. Now they look to hit into the B side. Now this is for me the scarier of the two. You've
Actually, I
got
haven't
both
seen this wall
Toxic
before.
And Hero, Cypher and Viper.
It gives a lot of space if they
I'm
A
not
split,
sure
but
this is where you want to be going.
on a retake, it's actually pretty cool. If you just go heavy through
They're
spawn.
not sure either. Looks like they will slow the play down. First shock takes out the trip. Second, not so
No one can
much.
play Harbor like bang.
And the ult here from the defensive side to re-clear out on mid. Filu's going to get
Okay, there's a
lot
lot of people that play
information,
Harbor pretty well.
but they've actually peeled back to play into this. So Filu clears that.
I mean,
so
he's a good
nobody
Harbor, though.
there.
He's a good Harbor.
Or did he see Loida?
I think he saw a loiter.
The key to being a good Harbor is not throwing your high tide until you absolutely need it.
But I thought that was the late play into
That is the sign of every
But
good
now
Harbor
they're
right
shifting
now
to A.
for
Maybe he showed
Breeze.
himself on purpose. Who knows?
Way.
Savage run Phoenix ult.
A bit of a game of chess.
Yeah. If you're not using it on the retake, then it does end up being a bit of a Sova drone for mid-round info.
From that defense, they do have main control though. That's
Two
what
players
makes this a
entrenched.
little bit tougher.
No-
At backside also
No
hot
A main
being
player for a while.
a slight reveal, but they haven't been able to deal with it. In fact,
Loida
they
just
killed
kills both
players.
anyway.
That
Sure.
surprise operator in mid
Sure.
wasn't a surprise at all.
Sure, Loida.
Seconds
Sure.
left. They managed to get that spike down. They managed to clear the A site, and for the 2 players left on Navi, Mitch, it has to be a save. Maybe the plan is just avoid here on Ruxic.
Oh, if it's a plan, it's definitely a plan that I can get behind.
Yeah.
And they've done very well on the A site also, and then putting the early presence.
I can't wait.
Whether it was part of the plan or not, I think it definitely.
Chad, I can't wait until we get to see utility in this kind of thing. I'll tell you from an analysis POV, not being able to see utility, alt orbs, these kinds of things, it's like, bro. Trying to be able to analyze these games and like decisions that are being made, like where they should go in the round, what they should do without any utility info or like alt orb is like so fucked.
For BBL, and again, I have to compliment it because
You get like 5 seconds of seeing the alt orbs right before the round starts and seeing what the weaponry looks like.
Calls such a bloody good game.
But I'm sure they'll have it for when it's actually main event.
They're not playing a bad game. They're just playing a different game than what they think they are. Because Rose is, he's mega mind.
I'm not sure how much he'd like that comparison.
Not aesthetically. I mean, in terms of prowess.
I remember it used to be so troll using the Phantom on Breeze. Now it's 50-50.
Yeah, you've got the aesthetic. He's got the
cognitive
ability.
I think if you're playing B, Phantom is still pretty comfy.
I wanted the look. No, yeah.
I mean, it just depends on the angles that you're fighting.
Obviously, a back and forth early, but again, you get that boost in the early rounds, and it doesn't really come through for
on
too
APAC.
much.
They showed the stats during a timeout.
Where even though
I wish this observer would use the tab glitch, aka just pressing the tab key at all. Cause like, bro, we just watched a literal timer tick down for 60 seconds. We didn't see the scoreboard one time until right now.
I think that should be happening, and considering again it's going to put your economy on the line. Obviously,
2 hero rifles.
By the way, Hero has only had kills with the
All right,
Sheriff.
pay attention to Ruxic and Chloric.
So,
also,
him going back to his primary weapon. So
I'll be the one to say it. Surely Chloric gives up his gun to one of the duelists. Bro, are we doing a mid walk with a Sheriff rather than
your best player or your worst player? And so far in this,
our hero rifle is droning.
I thought Howler meant a good game. That's interesting. Learned something
Like,
new
look,
today.
our round is being decided in mid, but
This is going to be a crunch on mid.
our hero rifle is
But they're waiting
droning.
for contact. They're waiting for BBL to go
Like,
forward.
bro.
Phoenix flashed around the corner in a big blitz that never seems to be coming based on the positions of BBL.
Now it's fine.
Spike.
Both hero rifles are like
Jet, who's
in the
walking
active
back.
spots. They're gonna look for a
2
4-man mid
players in
fight.
B main.
Do think they should play a
This
bit
is
to
gonna be
like
a fake on B.
actually stack a
The
sight, but
thing is, if the players in mid decide to
Ruxic
rotate
also has a rifle,
passively,
yeah.
that's fine. If they go through spawn together, then it's
all right.
clean, but
Cleric's
one player
willing
won't
his way into
spawn.
the round here.
One single knife.
Oh,
is
it's
sealed in the
EMEA
back.
macro.
It shouldn't be the biggest of deals, but it certainly
AKA
could.
one person in
prove to be
spawn
a
with
problem for
bomb
the
while
rotates
3
back in
people
the other
try to
direction.
attempt to hit on
BBL
a
already
site.
starting
Then they'll pivot across the map.
decently well, but Omen's TPing away. Now you've only got 2 left, and then this little stab in the back from Chloric could change the course of this round completely. He's already found.
They don't know
one,
that
and
the
now
bomb's going down, by the way.
Completely stuck here, but he's posted with the op, and he's missed a shot,
Good.
and he's down to 1 HP. Rose is dead.
The thing is,
Okay.
it doesn't.
Perfect
it
fake.
seems
I
like
mean,
that was the plan all along.
yeah,
Versus an
this one
Eco,
got them
it's
good.
Maybe a bit more than
This one did
needed,
get
but I
them
guess
good,
with how some
but
of their last
this
couple
is
of
an
rounds
eco
were
round,
slowed by
kind of being
Spawn.
overcomplicated.
They just want to make sure they get the plant down. So they had 2 players already going A. The TP across. Now only just realizing and getting into
3 through
the
its
site.
space,
Lloyd
almost
was just
impossible.
on a
3-man
10.
retake through
The
doors?
80%
Nah.
was his, and it seems like that
70
hasn't
stream
stopped
streak for
him to
Potato.
breeze. The last
That's
round
insane,
he
bro.
got the double opener on this site. This round he closes with a 4K.
Is the player view
And if
cone on
Lloyd
minimap
isn't
new, or am I
full,
just noticing
I dare
it?
say, I don't know there's
It's only
anything
during
wrong
this
with it.
stream. You wouldn't see it on the main broadcast, I'm pretty sure.
Like it genuinely at 4
Right?
to 3, Tom. I feel like such a biased caster.
I'm pretty
for the
sure
first
during the
time
usual
saying these
broadcast you
things,
don't see it,
I'm
but I
biased
could be
because of
wrong.
The game I've seen happen so far. And obviously coming in, we had the expectation BBL could roll. But we've seen it now in both maps. There's been a half where they completely dominated. Where the attack side especially has felt so well called. Actually, it's not even true. The defense has been there as well. They've had the reads, the rotates, the stacks on site almost every time. And Navi are having a tough game trying to keep up with it. This is a very different approach. They set up for a mid trap last round and nobody came. This time they're holding.
Trade is big there.
And BBL walk up on mid. The trap avoided.
Shouldn't it be kind of
and now
obvious that there's a
stepped into
player
when it's
down-
well and truly
down elbow?
broken. The Hunter's Fury doesn't find what it needs, and LaRock. Oh, it's a bit of a messy fight. The up traded out by Exit gets up close in the right.
Wow,
foot.
bro, that second kill is crazy.
He's done so well. BBL, a man who could have been dead to rights
Oh.
moments
One
ago,
bullet,
but now
one bullet.
One enemy
he didn't
remaining.
realize how much ammo he had left, did he?
Well, if he did, then I think we have issues. I'm gonna hope that he did.
I mean, his play isn't necnecessarily bad if he has more bullets, but yeah, he does really just have like 1 or 2 bullets.
He's got to know exactly where his opponent is, and now Rose. Do they expect the deep angle on the second? Rooksik's expecting it, and it's a missed shot.
What?
Well, luckily, they have Rooksik to
Oh,
bail them out
fuck.
of another dangerous scenario. And unfortunately for the side of BBL, they did not play that one together. I believe he's going to go on a retrieval mission and just make sure he gets the operator for
Scrappy,
his teammate.
bro. What a scrappy
Plenty
round,
of time
Jesus,
to
man.
make sure he gets
I
back
mean,
to this
I don't think Exit's play is that bad, because you have to realize too, chat,
Sounds
like,
get scary, but don't worry, it's all
the
bark,
Omen is
no
spamming
bite,
his
as
whole
Prophet
clip.
would say.
That's usually a reload timing that he's looking to punish.
A big round from Rooksik, really.
But I will say, Exit is the type of player. You guys remember when I was talking about flowing into a fight?
Lloyd would, it was an easy pickup, but
Flowing into a fight is
honestly,
like,
props
oh,
to
by
him
the
for
way,
clearing Rose.
when a player
Maybe
is standing
expect it.
here,
One
full
player in
exposed to
window,
elbow,
one for main, should be someone else main.
fighting this
But Exit
smoke,
especially,
if somebody on your team doesn't call that somebody's down elbow,
rights after being tagged up by the
then you're
blade
just
sword,
not that aware.
But Navi by a thin margin.
Because how is this player ever just standing here looking
just
at
about
this?
eke out the round. There's still a
He didn't
full
hear the
life of
reload though. Yeah,
BBL.
he's
They need a
preempting the
lot of
reload.
credits under their
It's
belt.
like predicting that the enemy is
Looks like
going to
the B
reload
side
after
with Viper's
spamming.
Pit online is the target. They are going to completely
I understand why he
overwhelm
made
it.
the choice at the very
At least
least.
That's the plan.
I'm out of here. Short gun.
And here's the push.
Watch out.
Hunter's Fury used, but Hero hasn't been found. Oh, perfect
Oh.
position. Absolutely sublime.
Lover's Rock is fast to get that trade.
Doesn't even matter. They need to clear the guy from the back of the site, and well, they have done. Loiter again removes the danger and leaves two
Wow, 4v2 ult?
standing.
Okay, sure.
Clearly feeling the pressure, though. Viper's Pit's going to be put into play.
That's almost certainly going to force the save.
May even deter.
I'd be
from going
shocked
for this
if Navi goes for
together,
this.
although It seems with the drone, they still want to try and fight this.
I think like Chloric should look to get a gun here and peace out.
Man, disadvantage just stacked up and a Viper's Pit to play
Actually
through.
going for
It
this with
shouldn't be
500
lost
credits,
unless
chat.
massive mistakes are made. The spam is good,
500
but
credits are
without
going for
dealing
this.
with Lloyd and without knowing that he's that low, he gets to just play a pretty favorable fight.
I mean, Chloric got a
Moving around
gun.
these
He's
smokes,
peacing out. Respect.
Orb inside the pit, or indeed playing in it. And yeah, he'll go hunting afterwards.
He's not.
It's going to be
He's not
easy for
trying
Rooksik.
Ninja. Trying to ninja.
No. You'll
What?
never get away with a ninja here, but cause damage. Leave some of these players dead in the dirt. That's what it's all about. And he's going to make it out as well. That spike's not going to kill him.
That's W stats. He did get
kills
2
from
on the
that
board.
position. Hey, Rooksik, my hat's off to you. Well done. And getting out with the rifle. About as big a win as you could have hoped for, but
Honestly, good
that's
damage.
really a symptom at the time.
I feel like
5-4. The lead's still there.
that
if
is
you're on
one
the
of
attack.
those like absolutely fake saves.
I don't think for...
But I mean, he got kind of a max win there. 2 kills and living.
As said, historically, the attack side of this map has been...
Rooksik
far
just sees the
better.
world different. I guess so, bro.
For
I guess it.
BBL,
I guess so.
I don't think they'll be feeling too much of the pressure just yet. It's
90% of the time Hero gets through there, I agree.
LaRocca
By the way, I
and
completely
Lover's Rock
agree.
just got
Lover's
missing.
Rock had an
They're two players
insanely
that have been
fast trade.
fantastic throughout this series so far, but haven't really had much impact on it. Of course, the double dive into the chokes can be quite difficult, and again, challenging for that space. Chloric up close, through goes Lover's Rock, but he needs something here, and well, he's found one. This is such an awkward battle, but
All right,
it
well,
seems like
another
just as I
4v2.
critique the double duelists for not being there, they get all the kills.
Yeah. They show up
You're
in
welcome, lads, you're
force.
welcome.
Tom Biz curse continues. It used to be me, Tom. It used to. I'm glad I've passed.
They
that
just
on
side
to
the
you,
round
Hero.
on the close A
There's
fight
one for you.
and get absolutely ran over.
Saving this weapon is indeed the better call. And he's
I mean,
connected the dots just in time. to
A main
make it
does
across
feel a
on
little
the-
bit random.
before LaRocque pushes out.
Does
to
feel a
contain
little
that
bit
space.
random.
So,
Also, when
okay,
Chloric
a
breaks
rifle
that drone
carry
from
forward
close,
for
you're
Navi,
not
but the lead
really expecting
continuing
ever that it's going to
climb
just
up
be solo Sova close.
in the favor of BBL. And you
Want
think
another
about
Rose
Navi
round?
Previously,
I must wait
when it comes to this map, from what we've seen from them in stage 1, Tom, I'm not massively excited for
It's
the
4 enough
attack
on
side.
defense. It is
I
an
think
attack
there's
side of
been
map.
some struggles.
I think that
there.
Navi's comp isn't like
Good attack against KC. So there's always something to talk about there, right? when
Navi's
it comes to
Navi's
stage
comp
1,
is
but,
really not that
you
insane
go
on
back to
defense.
kickoff, it wasn't looking too hot.
If they have Harbor, they can actually play the retake pretty like
And with the game
comfortably.
that we've had so far, I do feel like BBL are again within that danger zone to run away with it.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
with
guess
this
my
wall and
counter
this
would be
comp,
that now they
think
have,
BBL
I
should
feel
just be
an
going A, bro.
identity, Whereas in
Very true,
kickoff, I
yeah.
don't think they did.
with this like retake
I
wall they
like
were
the
using in so
Phoenix.
many
I like
rounds
the Phoenix
from
on
Navi,
Fulu. I think the Phoenix
like it's
on
actually
defense
very easy to
kinda
go there.
sucks. I think that if you can get Exit and Filu thriving on that attack, where I expect
What up,
them to have
Joy?
their better half because of it. But I do feel like
A wall,
I also
A
expect
alt.
if Lovers Rock starts to build
Drone
up,
for his
which he just
timing,
did, and he gets the
nobody's with it,
operator on the
though.
defense, that's gonna be very hard to deal with. So
Sovadart.
I'm much more confident in their attack now than I was back at kickoff. But I
Sure.
do agree that like they haven't exactly lit the world on fire so far this series when it comes to their attack in halves.
And then that's more the problem, right? It's like my understanding of BBL so far in this series hasn't felt too heavily challenged. They look like the better squad. When it comes to brawls, they
Rooksik
tend to come
goes
out on
through
top.
the Viper
Decent
ult
work by Rooksik.
and kills
Stays
2.
online, and he
Okay.
clears backside. That's too much impact. He shouldn't be allowed to get away with that. The spike's stuck in the double doors.
I mean,
TP takes
W
it
play by
into their
Rooksik.
Spawn. Now that's a new one. Haven't seen that in quite a while.
Whoa.
And now he's behind enemy lines, but completely alone with 5 HP.
Man, I am not a
Can't
fan.
think that'll
I'm not a
work.
fan of splitting on the Viper ult.
Might have been better next round.
I mean, I guess it's okay. It just feels so like
From
feels like the
settings,
round is gonna be
one of
so
like a
random.
Select few where if it gets used in a sort of silly way, I kinda
Going
go,
through Viper ult is just
okay.
always
Like,
such a risk.
I agree. There's definitely some use for disruption. And
They still have to
information,
hold
but
the gaps is the
I think his
thing.
logic
It's
was,
just the way that Breeze
my teammate's
works.
alive, I want to get out and
If you
not
put the
die
mid
in the
pressure,
fight,
somebody's
and
still
then
gonna have to hold the doors
second he
gap.
uses TP, his
Then they're gonna have
teammate
to still
dies.
gamble 3A, 3B.
I mean, it was
6 to
one of
5.
those. I can summarize the logic.
Hitting into
natively
B
as well.
slowly, not even that
They
bad.
would have in that moment said Forza BBL, and then just went for it. And fair play.
Aggressive push once again.
Another
6-6
A fight.
would
Oh my god, he
definitely
just
be
mollied
the
his
best
teammate.
by
High
far.
key.
We've seen that molly.
But Exit went through anyway and
It's gonna
kills.
help out. It will slow down this push once more.
3v4. Fast timing for Cypher.
An
I mean-
advantage, and even increase the aggression of Heroes.
6-6. 6-6 is pretty good for Navi.
It feels unlosable, but he's taken a fight versus Loiter, so it's always a little
6-6 is
dangerous,
pretty
but
good for
there you
Navi.
go. The hero only using the Sheriff is dissipated. Now, unless Larocque has a miracle under his belt, I think that's going to be a tough one to recover.
That was one of my favorite Filu plays I've ever
Well
seen.
done.
He goes up to main, fires a flash in, completely
6-7 no matter what.
blinding Exit.
True.
Exit gets tagged.
True.
Because no one else got blinded except Exit by the flash. And then as Exit
Flashed
looks
his
to
teammates
leave,
twice and mollied him.
Filu pops his
And
head
then
in one more time
Exit
and
just
says, "I'll
slide
molly you while
peeks
you're 10 HP."
out of
Good luck with
rage,
that.
kills
And
one
Exit
anyway.
has to run forward and die. That was the strangest supportive utility I've ever seen. But supporting the other
worked.
team.
I think Viper ult opens up a very small first timing. Like if
Thanks
you
to
can
that
catch the Viper
utility,
mid animation
they
or
take a
bombard
6-6
util,
score at
pretty much get the Viper
halftime.
down. Yeah.
Navi
The approach from
definitely showing a
Nongshim
better
that I
first
really,
half.
really liked.
Let's see how it goes.
Nongshim would always first timing full contact into the Viper's pit. Because in case you guys don't know, the player model is the only advantage that Viper actually has in terms of a glow. So for those that don't know, if you're like barrel versus barrel, let's say, the barrel actually matters because this is all you really see in a Viper's pit when you're like walking into it. So it's actually more 50-50 than you think if both players are walking. It's just like a reaction time check on if you see their barrel first, then you shoot at their barrel, and yeah. And that's how Nongshim played it. Nongshim would always walk into every Viper ult and just take first timing and then just try to barrel v barrel people. So you should use Stinger. Yeah, Judge and Stinger have like smaller barrels, so yeah, you are technically favored, yeah. You are technically favored. Like the worst gun you could use in a Viper ult, even outside of, I guess, like the gun itself, is an Operator. Because Operator has the longest barrel. You think people should use a Bandit then in Viper ults? I think that's like part of the reason why Shorty is so good. Shorty's so good because it's like, bro, you give absolutely zero like warning because Shorty is so small when it comes to barrel. Bandits one hit headshot at that range. Yeah.
At the half, a lights out start from Filu though, as 2 kills already under his
There's
belt.
4
He's
here.
looking for a little bit
Filu,
more.
insta swing
But
window,
overheated,
kills
down
2.
to 10 HP. He's got another flash to work with, but doesn't want to get too aggressive. A man advantage is there for Navi. For
Now he's
now.
actually using the send wall. How big is your barrel? Eh?
Gambled wrong, or maybe not. I think they just saw Hero going
they got
back
trades
in the other
back, though.
direction. The winner
So
of
now
that
what?
fight actually makes a lot of difference. Allows
Whoa.
them to cross into the site and they drop the
Whoa,
spike.
he's 1
Bear in
HP.
mind how low
Filu's 1
Filu is
HP.
already. He could get taken down
Uh-oh.
from a straight shot through the
They're
wall.
both 1
Love's
HP.
Rock has definitely turned this
Gulp.
around. Look at the HP.
Goodbye.
Look how low they are, and a freebie as well, as if Lover's Rock hadn't already done enough.
Uh-oh.
He's going to add a third.
6-7.
Looking like, wow, a great start to the round from Filu ends up dwindling into a pistol round.
I know I always say that this is a attack-sided map, but you guys also have to realize our Jet just won the defense pistol, meaning our Jet is going to have the... you like how I'm saying our Jet? He's going to have operator for 4th.
from Filu.
Good luck. Good luck on the
Lover's
snowball.
Rock is the one to
Let's go. You got this for
really
real.
Steal it out, claw it away
They-
from their grasp. And now we end up with an eco.
Okay,
Navi.
surely Navi's going to play for
They're trying to
orbs.
make it work. As we go towards the B side, it's just going to be numbers. I like this.
Did Phoenix grab the
Floating
orb or
in
no?
On the back of your Viper wall, you get very close with that
Wait.
wall, and that has overwhelmed the defense. In fact, they're taking all of the kills. Hero's got 2 with the Bandit, and suddenly it looks like Navi's round. What a great play.
Honestly, I think the defenders should just save at this point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what weaponry they have, but is it really worth just throwing
Last
it
players
in
remaining.
to the opponents? Well, I guess Loiter thought it was. It seems to happen so regularly in this series that winning the
Jinx
pistol
is
round
doing
doesn't
overtime
seem to do
here.
anything, especially for BBL. The
To be
amount of
fair-
second rounds that they are
To be fair, we've seen this Viper wall, or like any close smoke, on a B force low buy round. Not even a 4. I mean, this isn't even a force. But on a low buy round, going B is so good.
mad. 7-7.
I think the one thing, that's
perfect as a
not
break
good
down.
about having a Viper on your comp though is like if you want to do a B default, you don't have this like cove, this cove to help you get this B orb. I feel like the cove plus Phoenix
Yeah,
is
this
actually kind of
some
nice for that
stage we're gonna
reason.
have to acknowledge this is the norm.
You did this last map too? I know, bro.
So the fact that, and I was wondering because I didn't see in the moment.
told you, bro,
Hero
I'm never
spraying
winning
from
the
back
Etsy
to the
Witch
elbow push. I was
allegations.
thinking, was it that they put so much pressure with Exit running up the left side of site that he could just walk through the right of the Viper wall?
Is
But no,
anybody
it was
surprised
actually just
Ruxic
that
Hero
space given up for free? on mid
always
and mid-con.
doing well? What would your ideal
Definitely a
comp be for
mistake from
Breeze?
BBL.
Like Jet
But
Silva,
for Navi, it's
KO,
also them capitalizing
Viper Harbor,
from a
probably.
position where that shouldn't
Probably
really
something
have
like
been
that.
possible.
But once again, it kind of
Shouldn't have been
depends on
nearly as easy as it seemed.
what team you have. If you don't have a KO player, you can't really play KO. You rather just play like
Filu already having a
some
bit
version of
field
like.
day in this second half.
Honestly, I've been more of a Phoenix believer.
Strong start to the
Just because
round,
both
you
of
know,
these
keeping
orbs,
the
like
Warriors
Phoenix
in
plus
the
Harbor,
position of
makes it
round
really easy to farm this B orb.
He
Actually,
decides to leave, and this is easy for them. But if
there's
he
been so many
sticks
thrifties I
around,
lost count. I think the quality of this EWC has
they're
definitely
doing-
not
they
been
are all
that
pushing
sick.
this corner, but they're pushing it
The amount
wide
of
enough. I don't
thrifties,
know
the
if
amount
they
of
get it.
bonuses.
The others should just leave. At that point, you just run away. But
It's
the
definitely been
paranoia
kind of
sound
crazy.
is
I mean, I guess even America's
That's two
like
guns now that can be
top
retrieved.
3 had
One
so
of them
many
taken by
thrifties and
him,
bonuses.
And then they still have a couple of players stacked up on the other side of the map.
Loida was just
I think
about
the
to
bonus
rotate.
thing is
He
definitely kind of like a
started to
facet of the
leave
meta.
and came back because the steps were
Oh,
hurt.
no.
BBL,
It's happening again,
they
by
had
the way,
read
which
on
is
this
just
play.
crazy.
This time it's not based on Rose calling a
seconds left.
Giga Brain play. Instead, it's just Lover's Rock being so aggressive and hearing that.
Bro, what is
little
going
tell.
on?
The rap from Rose could not be better. And yes, Exit presents a pretty big danger. I think he's going to kill Kraven.
Timing could be good.
That
Timing
stage,
is
I
good.
think it's an immediate
But I
trade
think
from
this
Rose.
timing as well
12
is gonna be
seconds, they're
good.
gonna go for the plant.
And
of
he's
course
planting
they're
an open.
planting for Rose.
Well,
but the
just
wall-
don't do that.
The wall has made this difficult. It'll fall just afterwards, and Rose misses the shots as well. Okay, now it's looking doable. NAVI immediately look to isolate him and find Lover's Rock by his side. A double for Chloric. This round was looking lost moments ago. But Lloyd is the man against them. He has a smoke still to play with, but he's also got a few bullets in his chest. 8-7. Great round for NAVI as it looked.
I think darting would be fine. I think darting would be fine.
Good recovery.
When he pulled out shocks, I was like, oh my god.
I think that even just the small piece of utility, the little bit of cover that was given to...
There were a lot of things that could be done there.
Was enough to sort of save him from going down. But this got so dangerous. The setup, perfect. The contact, even the molly that was thrown out became null and void. And I thought when Creven got this kill, it was over. But instead, he catches both with the aggression and then even gets rid of the player. A lead taken by NAVI.
First gun round, actually important to analyze.
Oh dear. See you later. He's killed off Felu twice. The hero did find a response. Yeah, but the thing is, they immediately know that this is going to be presence across the map. That's nasty.
NAVI did a full court press.
But he's been shut down. And the play was obvious. Why would Phoenix be alone like that?
Hello.
But now the play from Hero is going to lock the round down.
NAVI did literally the BBL macro.
And it's
the full court press across the board.
Now they need to
Phoenix ults A, Neon takes timing doors.
Now they know exactly where they
3 other players took timing up B and found gaps.
Again, look to be in a difficult position, but fight their way out of it. And the lead, it's extended even further. This is a save being called by BBL. 9
like
rounds.
The Phoenix got punished, but everybody else got value. Sure. Sure. Bucket.
Yeah, again, the one thing that I think...
Yeah, that was literally a BBL versus BBL kind of strat.
Space we're seeing picked up by this attack side.
I was literally thinking in this round, like,
sort of sneak his way out
wow, we're really solo ulting A as a fake.
Is a problem, but I think also the gap that Hero was...
I feel like that round's not even that bad, typically.
As you said, that was what ended the round. Like, he's able to get all of the information off.
They were just fighting deep A main, so kind of got punished, but...
So, again, not a massive surprise to see the pause coming in from Key. I think these last couple, like the one...
Why take one side when you can try to take the whole map? I mean, they tried. They tried. A players got punished, but the B players got the space and picks. I guess the thought process here is like you're playing against no senti, right? So like these are like literal gaps that have to be covered. And there is 5 gaps on this map. A main, doors, window, tunnel, B main. 5-lane map, 5 gaps, 5 players. The math is mathing. If anybody doubles up, there's a gap. We're actually holding tab during the timeout. I like this. NAVI has denied the op snowball as well, which is pretty big. 1 off for Lover's Rock. Defense 1 off is kind of fake though. Unless you have Harbor, it's pretty hard to get an orb from a defense POV. You'd have to do like a deep A fight or something. Doesn't every map have 5 gaps? No.
We
what about split, bro?
What the score could have been like if that OT hadn't happened.
Like if you fight for the deep A space, you can nullify it. Haven, you can fight the deep space, nullify it.
RV to finally find themselves in the lead because
this map is like you'd have to fight some weird fucking space to deny it. You'd have to fight like all of mid, like deep mid.
Haven't had advantages in this series thus far.
I guess it's possible, but
Hastier hit in towards A, but again, it's going to be an opener going the way of the defense.
He's got to be perplexed that no one broke that dart. Nice shot by Larocque as well. There's a rifle picked up with Felu on the floor. That was such a weird start to the round. Now they can't let it slip by giving Hero mid space. They cannot do it. This has been a problem so far in the defense.
When you coach 100T, did you practice bind the most? No, it was one of our lesser practice maps actually.
Double doors.
So we were already good at it.
No offers on that back sight, the pixel that frankly I can't even see through. That's so small. No doubt his reaction would be
that's kind of cool
if given the chance. For now,
it's kind of a nice pixel.
And then, you know, considering there's a player just tucked in on the right, Larocque waiting for Hero to round the corner. There is no need for further movement, further back smokes going into main to slow this play even further.
Wow.
Just as the eye is
that was very nice.
Even still though,
They got blasted, but that was still pretty nice.
I think that was what they were waiting for, just having that
Dark
dart
close
on
pyramid to
light
like
as a
set
distraction.
up
Made it
the mid door timing.
possible for LaRock to hold the corner, but
Cool.
trades in. And another good round.
Bind, weren't they the best on Haven? Yeah, we had a few really good maps, and then we had 2 maps that were like really bad for us. Lotus throughout our entire time was always like a pretty scuffed map. Just didn't fit our like player identity. Player identity in terms of composition alongside
The
like
two leading the charge, slightly quieter from Kreven as well, and I think that's been one of the
We just-
exploits for Navi is being able to get onto
in
his
the
B
moments
side
couldn't
with
find the
under
good fights,
pressure.
if that makes sense.
He's left isolated quite often, but it seems like in this case they've given him a buddy. Well, he might be under pressure soon because I don't know if
Philly
they
pick.
want to push this
Cold.
operator.
Lock in sight.
Oh, they are.
A split.
LaRock's gotten just out of there
Bro,
now.
it feels-
So there's backup, a rifle, and an
NA
op
meta
towards
is so
yellow, and that's
harbor
gonna be
pilled that,
difficult
like,
to deal with. Exit just
now
decides
all
to
I can think
bypass
is
and
like
move into the site, but
how OP Harbor Util is.
the Viper wall
When you
going
compare it
down
to
is
like
gonna cause
Omen on these
issues.
retakes, it's like night and day.
Planter spotted.
Planted.
The info there is the late wraparound through mid is going to catch Ruxic in that doorway. Ruxic does well to find one exit on another. Ruxic, he's not letting go of the double doors. And now as time ticks, those players. What? What are they doing? Exit's able to pick it up for free. They knew Ruxic could have been there, surely.
Maybe they heard
But I'm
Ruxic running away.
surprised to hear the second. Maybe they
So
even
the
heard
audio-
Ruxic's steps running away and thought that's
Maybe.
got to be it. It could be.
It must have been audio.
But,
It must have been audio, chat. It must have been
Exit
audio.
Just got handed those
The
kills
player
on
that
a
died
platter.
mid
Only
must have
got
said
one,
that he's
so-
running back A main, and they're just not expecting the second player. Surely.
I'm out of here.
No, there's not enough time. He's just trying to bait them into the fight in the end, but he has an operator, so I'm not sure that was worth it.
We just lost our operator to tap the spike. Whoa.
I think they heard the steps, man. That's so good for
Whoa.
Exit to slip into that spot. And
We.
to send Ruxic fleeing, because normally from there you'd fight the 2vx fight, right? But that almost looks
Now he's
intentional for
forcing
Navi
down
if
an
it was.
operator, a
That's
hero
brilliant.
op. Now he's forcing down a
10 to
hero
8 to
op.
go. Navi on double digit.
Freebie.
And again, it's the
Same
same
again.
spot, bro. The exact same fight.
Bro, what is going on?
I love that he still has an operator and Rose has a sheriff. Like that's where we're at. Oh, angle's still going to be checked.
He bought a new one, yeah.
This down, trying to get
I mean,
aggressive. Kreven's done well.
5K
Percent's
credits
been
is kind of
having
nice though,
one
no?
game, but that seems to have turned
Silence.
an instant headshot and a lot of damage done onto Cloric.
I mean, he's
but he is still
cooked.
standing, spike in hand.
He's cooked.
Cross to the site possible. I think he realizes that the operator could be watching.
I
him,
mean,
so
this
he's
is
trying to
doable.
Double back around to push through.
This is actually doable.
Oh,
He's actually playing his time here and playing the gaps. This is good.
This is the one that has me most intrigued, but
True.
the opponent has picked up a rifle, and it seems like Lovers
Oh,
Rock
he's
might have
cooked.
got
I think
this one
he's not even thinking about having his gun out.
Still being a very good read in the end.
And we're down to a 1-round gap. Navi, the side who've gone missing on one half in each map so far, they seem to have slowed down. And of course, a timeout is called by Navi, not content with losing probably those fights, especially in mid. Like they can't be giving Lovers Rock instant
See, like,
man advantage.
bro, I'm so Harbor pilled. I'm just seeing all of these rounds and how it would play out with Harbor. If you want to do a mid default, you would just be smoking off mid with the Cove. And then this kill would never happen. To be honest, though, I don't know how our mid default ever has like this gap in the round. That Filu's dying here, full exposed to doors. Bro, if this player had a literal, like, any gun, even a classic is going to kill Filu in this strat. Like, what is going on? How are we... How? Can Harbor work on other maps? This is probably Harbor's best map. But, bro, EMEA, I'm not... No shade. But there have been some, like... These have been some ugly games. Like, this BBL game, the last one they played, I know I have, like, 10 seconds or whatever, but... Bro, this game... People aren't farming orbs as Phoenix. They're getting bonus to every single round. Look, bonus every single map. 4th round not even converted on the thrifty rounds. Like, bro. Early pick?
Well, the
Okay.
start is
I missed that.
strong.
That's my bad.
The B main aggression hasn't worked out in the past.
He
but
peeked B main and he
this time they
took a
have
peek timing and killed
drawn
him.
First blood.
But it's like,
Feeling
bro,
falls
like-
as well, swinging from Chloric.
These have been the
And that's
most
seeing that there's no one
unclean
else in
games
elbow.
by
They're gonna
far.
keep pressing forward past that smoke and seeing that space is being left. This gets a little dangerous. The read is now there for NAVI.
Like our
And
mid
BBL have no idea
default strat has our Phoenix
that they've just
facing in the
handed
middle of the
over
open
that information
alone,
and handed
getting
over the
opt.
B site to Chloric. He's still very suspicious. Being cautious, clearing, well, I wouldn't say every angle. That left side's been left open. But they are realizing that, yeah, their rotations have come in. The A side is where the stack is, and now a plant. In a 3v4, with an isolated player towards defender spawn, this could
3v4
get
with
very
space.
risky
I mean, the
very
Cypher's
quickly.
position
BBL
is
need
actually
to keep
very
this game
good.
tight, but even then, now
Does he
they
take
have
an
to
early
fight through
peak
the
timing or
Viper's
no?
pit.
It's
And make
late.
it even worse.
It's on
They have
good
to fight
timing
through
too, because
Rucksack's
the
Viper.
Omen just cleared it. Now he takes timing. Is perfect. Literally.
He's got to try and find an angle to hide from. I think
The problem
Hero
is they're going to be
is so
expecting
low
some
that
sort of an
it comes
elbow
down to
timing, so he's probably going to
He
get
gets
cleared
the
at some
backstab
point.
Right, he wins them the round. He gets it wrong, and maybe he's a
Yeah,
null
see, he's
factor.
expecting
You
the
can see
elbow
that
timing.
there's clearly
Oh, he missed. No, he got two. He got
Lovers
two.
looking for this
Hero got
game. Goes
two.
the Viper. Hero's done incredibly well, though. Exactly as said. And now Krem
Wow.
is all that remains. It needs to be
3v4 with space. Converted. Viper ult though too. Makes it easy. But Hero got a double backstab with the space that he had.
No streak on this defensive side. And well, a pause from one side, a pause from the other. This time, Key.
Wall made that a 50-50. Yeah, the neon wall did help a
I
lot.
gotta be honest, Tom. It's not hard to imagine why they took B main, they fought, they killed two,
Bro.
and I think it was genuinely the second Filu died, they gave up the space. They just ran away, smoked it late, didn't hold the space before the smoke, so those players have re-cleared it. See a smoke go down and go, oh, they're trying to.
Why don't they
They're
just
trying to make
cage
it look Like
doors?
they're holding the space, and they're not. It's the
On the round that Filu died
easiest
mid,
play
yeah.
on the B site ever. It stops the A player from over.
I think it was caged initially, right? And then he's like, after the cage, he's just standing in the open.
and that can't
Haven't
be
watched
happening.
today. Is BBL legit
You
again?
gotta keep control of that space afterwards. But
First map was probably the
one
most
small little
convincing.
slip up and
Second map was pretty
Navi find
scrappy.
themselves
Third map,
in prime
This has
position
also been
to
pretty
bring us to
scrappy and
another map
random,
to at least
feels
get
like.
split out. BBL called
There's
a
just a
timeout
neon
as
wall
this
in that
is
round. That's
more
good.
or less going to be their final stand.
I remember some sort of a smoke
it-
dropped, and then he was just
It needs
stuck
to now
standing in
be
the open.
A streak of a few, otherwise, at a minimum, they're fighting for OT. But you alluded to their economy's not really going to allow for another buy in the next round, especially not one with an operator. Which
They said they
has
learned
been
nothing
one of
from
the sort of
NRG, then copied
good
their light
points
shield
of this
tech.
defensive
Lamau.
side.
It's kind of funny.
Of course, for LaRock, so impactful in the first couple of maps.
Okay, bit of an AD fault.
We're
Pump fake
definitely
A.
seeing it here.
Are they trying to bait out
Blade Storm
blind?
could be the difference maker, and a very aggressive one of that. You can already see multiple players spotted heading in towards that B site. That's why he's immediately rotating in that direction.
They wall to be able to cross B.
Wonder if again it's been.
But then
bait,
they
fallen,
are
hook,
faking B
line,
with
and sinker
one.
a couple of times now.
Oh, this fake is getting them good. If he gets one, it's already insane.
Exit's
Okay,
got
heard
one.
it.
Fair enough.
Oh my
The
God, a
B-side
fake that got
fake
value.
working.
He
Oh
half
my God,
cleared!
another Lloyd! Ah! He'll get two! It could have been all three in NAVI after playing the round so well. They're in big, big trouble. The spike down on the A site, and a 12th round evades them. Unless Hero can be the man.
This is one of those rounds, though, that you say it was a good round.
Versus three.
It was
And
a good
all
round,
polling
but
is crossed
wow,
and
the-
every angle
like,
covered.
bro, the
There's
diligence
no
there.
surprise for Hero, no element to lean on there. It's got to be heads up duels. And Lover's Rock, not an easy man to survive the first shot from. Rose almost goes down. He's 5 HP. One shot there would have taken him
You would
out.
still
They
say
know
that
what
this is a
gravity
good
now as
round. They
well.
just need to
Hero
clear the
has
corner,
all
but,
the
like,
information to play with and of all
bro,
the players to
bro,
put in this
bro,
position,
bro.
He's got to be one of the more reliable. Well, he's been shot in the back. 11 to 10.
There's good and bad. I think we all know the bad is not checking the angle you flash.
I'm out of
The
here.
good,
Yes.
the fact that Loiter
The good is the
doesn't
fake.
shoot a bullet. Like that is just basically the I'm dead.
Bro, I'm so confused, though. Hold on. Sorry. What even happened? It went to...
Reliable. Well, he's been shot in the back. Prize.
Okay, this is just taking too long. It's taking too long. I'll go live.
The
Jesus.
spams there
I wanted to go back and
evidently
see it
feel
because it
could
looked
see
like
him.
he full cleared it.
Or
Like you
just
saw the
sensed
Phoenix's
it.
eyes, no?
But it's enough either way. Caught in the back in the snake bite.
I don't know
still
why, but in my
survives
brain
as
it looked like the Phoenix
just
actually
about
full cleared him.
runs out. And now
Okay,
Fielder
BBL
runs
actually
out of
mopped them,
time.
Jesus.
Challenging Rose is a big mistake these days. I don't know what his aim routine is, but he
Insane.
better drop it ASAP. They know exactly where Hero is, like you said. They have seen.
By the way, did you guys know
Rock is the
that
one
Jet
wants to put
Smoke
him
has a
down.
max
Won't manage
range?
it for now, but the defuse is already through. 11.
Jet Smoke has a max
11.
range, so you can actually have a
We really
floating
do
like
have a
mid-air
game on our
smoke.
hands.
Yeah, but maybe not a series. BBL, of course, 2-0.
It's like the weirdest looking
They
thing.
close out this map and they make their way.
So like on this map, for example, if you throw it from bottom mid to like top mid, then like it won't reach that like it won't actually like stick to anything. It'll just sit in midair. Really? Yeah.
NAVI win this map and it's still in contention, but
So like there was a good example. Like the smoke is just sitting in midair.
a lot to be desired in the last couple of rounds.
It actually didn't reach window to be able to one way. It's just sitting in the middle of the open.
Moment. They have all been expended until overtime. No coach check-ins.
2 rounds left to play for. It looks like BBL are thinking
Okay.
about some late mid aggression. Both duelists.
I mean, they
sending
found the
it out
gap.
there. They won't see anything.
It's actually good. High key, they already got him inserted. I think they should just leave. Let's get the fuck out of here, exit.
Coming through. Creven about to walk around.
Wow.
The paranoia
Gets a
ready
hold
and needed.
and he
Exit
gets
can
out.
slip back around
Timing
that
taken by
corner.
Filu.
They
That's
don't
beautiful
think
by
Filu's
Navi.
already pushed up this
It's a
much.
very good
It's
round.
a big misplay from BBL as they look to fight for mid. But
You should
Navi
never
win every
rewalk.
battle.
Like BBL rewalking the strong side is bad. Rewalking where they're actually doing the default is just, it's objectively bad. That's the only place they can even set an intentional hold. Like in that round, it's way better to actually like work the gaps on the map and where you think is weak.
Just want to be giving away.
That's pretty rough. Trying to rewalk mid, not just like the normal situation would usually be like a redrone from window.
Keep their own economy strong rather than anything else. Still, OT at a minimum, or a map victory in the series. Could have taken it home in the last. OT seemed inevitable when Loiter stepped in for that clutch, but he managed to give that map over.
They have Soval to convert too.
In this entire series thus far.
Other team has Viper ult, Neon ult.
Map point.
Yeah,
This is very good. Very clean round.
In the lead, and right in the last moment as well.
Okay.
To steal that back from BBL and to avoid.
What's the
giving it
setup?
over, I
Mid
suppose.
wall.
They've now been either in the lead or hitting those ties for quite
There's
a
a
while.
Viper
This
orb on
map
the B
has
choke. We're not
had
gonna
its fair
use
share
our
of
ult.
tests, but
Really?
keeping it together through them all and one last push.
Really?
No,
It's the last round, we're not using our ult?
Split. Haven needed as well for them to qualify to EWC, but it's one step at a time. Laroc under pressure. Oh,
Whoa.
but he stands and waits on the box.
Reposition is
Turnaround
insane,
that
bro.
wasn't expected, but Rose
First
has
timing
gone
as
down.
well.
Paranoia's not deep enough.
Oh my
Those
god.
players able to fade away, but Creven on the other side of the map
OT.
is taken to.
That was very
And
very well
dropped
played by
the spike.
Laroc, by the way.
Yeah, we are
Jesus,
not
bro.
done yet. Not in the series. Not.
Whoa, he dodges dart. He updraft dashes out. He lands on the box. Has an off angle to kill the player that comes through the wall. Then he insta reposition first timing off the audio and takes his deep peek. That was actually a very nice round individually from Laroc. That was actually really nice.
Waited on that B side of the map, so when they went running in, they get slaughtered because every other time, and literally it's something we've
That
been
was sick.
complaining about, every other time they have gone. They've rotated quickly, grouped up, and tried to almost play that retake versus B. Instead, he sticks around and just domes both players as they walk into the site. I think Laroc also did fantastically well, not only to not die, but come out with 2 kills.
Yeah, he's getting Soval to
Both
dart
him and
close,
Crown
like,
were having quieter
bro,
performances,
like,
but as we always say,
he's
when it gets
soaking
towards
all the
late
pressure
game, it's
while
around
living,
the
while
matter.
getting 2 kills. Like, that's crazy
They
value.
have both helped bring home a round.
Doesn't the Soval tell you he was on top of the box? The Soval missed.
Towards the A site, leaving
The
a
Soval
worker
didn't connect on
outside
the
of
rock.
B. The drone heard already the dash used, and in goes the dive.
Whoa, insane shot, bro.
Holds the line to start with the dash up. Oh, he'll take Laroc out. The
Ew.
updraft serves
We're like
no
forcing the
purpose
timing
here,
through the
evidently.
Viper Orb Molly. Like,
Rose on the
just not
raft
good.
is spotted. That should be danger averted. And only one
This was a
left,
bad
not
round.
for long. Another chance for now.
Larock is the one who played Deadlock last map? Yeah, yeah.
On their attack.
He is the one that played Deadlock last map, yeah.
I think they'd be quite confident going into that map as well. It's one where they've had a pretty decent record on it, so getting there might just be the turning point of this series. 3 wins in a row, but of course,
Like, what is going on there? Like, BBL just slows it down, waits out the orb,
Maybe they wish they
waits out the molly,
could have easily been there.
reset, chill, then we go through.
To that map.
I'm out of here.
They make it now. Maybe the reverse sweep is still
One player
possible,
at a
but
time
that
went
is
through
assuming
with no opportunity to kill.
this is the end
The
of
only
the map,
opportunity to
not
kill was
just the
literally
beginning of
Lover's
another
Rock.
overtime.
He had the slide peek, and he got insta-sat, and then it was just over.
Enemy tank.
Well, attackers have been spotted, funneling out into middle, but that mid fight wasn't good for BBL the last time they took it.
Okay, this time the
This
window
time
gap
they'll
is being
completely
held.
Avoid that space, retreating to the site, holding passive, but it means that top mid and double doors are isolated fights. Same and main, but you can see the double duelists moving to that double door where there's an op sitting and waiting. Good shot by Larock. Stun is decent.
That was close,
He's not
actually,
gonna
that
hit the
shot.
thanks to the flash. But another might be needed as he just bails
30
out.
HP.
Okay, the op gets the reset and the man advantage sits now, but not for long.
That was an important
As
kill for
Hero
Lover's Rock.
Finds that shot on
Hero's
site
actually
and
gotten
keeps
2.
pressing forward. He's already wrapping deep.
I think Hero's
Taking that
good
control,
here to
making
close
a
it, bro.
plant Out of this one. And this is a big risk.
Some
If Rose
high
goes
impact
down, the round
kills.
may be done. It would be
Yo,
a 4v2.
yo, yo, yo,
But he's
yo,
found
yo,
the
yo,
plant
yo,
out.
yo, 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 yo,
Clark's
yo.
planting in the open. What a mistake.
Oh
way
my
back into the round, but
god.
Even still, a post plant
Bro.
ensues. Heroes now dealt with, found in the open as well. It doesn't even look like he was forced from that corner, just wanted to fight. Ruxic tries to save them again, but now it stands to 1.
Enemy remaining.
Bilu
1 HP.
looking to try and hold the line. Both players desperately low. Loiter is going to find the final kill. This man in late round scenarios has been a difference maker all the way through, and he will keep them going in this map.
What a bold play to start this retake as well for Rose, to go through that smoke, look for that deep backside play. That's somewhere that he could easily have been taken down, and the round almost certainly goes with him. But instead, he levels the playing field. Lover's Rock did remarkably well to get out, although fell immediately
Hero did
afterwards.
extremely well.
But it is this for
I mean, there's
Rose.
a lot of
It's
individual
catching
play for
forward there
sure.
when no one's watching.
There's a lot of
Started the
individual play for
dominoes
sure,
falling.
and
I thought
that
Lloyd made a
plant
mistake
could be
by being up
safer
top there, by
in
not being able to
multiple
trade so
regards.
quickly, but again,
You
that
still want to
timing
plan it
worked
for
out
A main,
perfectly in
but
his favor.
like take
Now
a back
BBL go
step
back to the
without
attack.
planning it for mid. Like that's like
And
when you're
again,
trying to do
A
like
main
the
will be
partial
a
like mid
key
plant.
point for this battle. The updraft dash out needed.
Whoa,
as
they're getting
Fielder
scanned
this time,
twice?
This utility has saved the life of his teammate, but he couldn't save himself. And Exit goes down with him. BBL, 2 kills to the good. Another as Kraven strikes on the back,
is
trading
going
out Larock.
wrong?
And
What
a
is going on?
4v2
What is going on?
To set them up for match
How did this dart
series
get double
and
scanned, by the
EWC
way?
Main event point.
Ruxic and Hero. Safe to say you wouldn't want anyone else.
How did Dart get
in
double
this
scanned
scenario.
there
Ruxic has
ever?
managed to time things incredibly well. Revan is constantly checking, but the second he uses his utility, maybe he's gonna get caught. He will.
Bro, they're doing an
That
A
brings it
fight,
back
but they have the
to
Soviet
contention. They need
doors.
to reaggress, and they've been caught by Hero. Even still, though, it goes down to just 1. Ruxic with that time ticking against him, and both players sat at the backside. Both players waiting together,
Time?
just
Well played.
jiggle peeking, and all they have to do is play with the time. But it's Lover's Rock again. Another addition.
I went back and watched it. The Sova's fighting doors.
Switching sides.
And now, as you said,
While they're double fighting A main like
qualification
deep,
point
like
on the
aggro.
line
I feel like it's
for
way better to
BBL.
just have the
It is
Sova
up
with
to
you if you're going like
NAVI
this deep on the
win this
fight.
round, win this map,
You're
and
deciding
win
the round
2
to A,
more
like
after.
A main.
Otherwise, they will not be.
You have
heading to
one
Paris.
Sova dart there that you can
It has
spam through
been
box
a
and then have him there to like
long
support and break
road for
util.
NAVI to make it here.
So
They
sick.
came through phase 1, defeating Pacific, defeating KC, a team who has since qualified to the main event. And let me tell you, NAVI didn't just beat them. They absolutely ruined them. 13-4 and 13-3. That game qualified them to the main event here. To phase 2, I should say. The main event being a little bit later on in Paris. And in phase 2, the lower bracket run of Dreams, Team Liquid, Fnatic, Best.
I'm just so surprised that nobody broke the dart.
Could amount to
Bro, they
nothing.
both easily
One
could have died
round
to the
lost
spam
here,
timing.
and it will be a 3-0 blowout.
And then also, like, Sova started here, chat, and then he, like, wrapped all the way back around to A. So he basically wasn't part of this A side fight at all.
From home as well. It could be a long,
I think he could be here and then just holding the gap from, like, close.
So very close to achieving their goals.
Like, what's the downside of being in the pivot there instead? So you're actually able to, like, break util for your team. Pivot into the A main
At the
fight.
time with Angel, of course, OT meant another pause was available, but
That's rough, bro. That is so rough.
this is
Yeah, I mean, that might be
way to
chalked.
fight back, and it's not getting any
And this is
easier.
part of
You've
the
gone within the first
Harbor
couple of
theory too,
seconds,
right?
Switch up of positions for Lovers
Harbor
Rock.
to
Even
just
in
coved
OT,
here.
They are not becoming predictable.
Harbor's so nice,
Moving
bro.
their double duelist, moving their double controller. They've literally swapped the sites they've been playing on. I would say for the majority of that defensive side, just to make things that little bit more
Really?
tough
You're playing against an
for
operator, by the
NAVI to
way.
read.
We, like,
They are
flash
still
peek the
gonna
window.
commit to this
Is
side,
that
though.
good?
They have to be careful
Seems like
of this
so
operator.
ass.
It has been a problem for them, but also there is a second layer.
It's
There is
full
a second
cooked.
player, but maybe that second player is irrelevant. Already, Lovers Rock.
They don't
putting
expect the
a
timing,
second
though.
on the
LaRock could
board.
do
The
it.
swing from LaRock is so well timed. Hero is
LaRock could
fighting,
probably solo hold
battling,
this.
brawling to try and keep them in this map, but they still haven't planted just yet.
And LaRock knows his back.
I mean, this is cooked, bro. Like, the late B timing, bomb's not down. Pretty sure LaRock is just going to solo carry this round.
About Hero, he needs to worry about Hero.
This is
He's
like
just
the
around
duel
that
of the
corner,
game,
35
basically.
seconds, and Hero needs to move.
If one of these players gets over aggressive, ooh, dart peak timing is actually pretty good by Navi.
Spotted by Loida.
No flank makes it doable as well.
Perfect on sight. Hero's the only line of defense now for his teammate Cloric. And as Cloric strikes one after another, Kreven has been hiding, waiting, biding his time.
Oh my god.
15 to 13 and 3 to 0. BBL have made it on the long road to EWC.
Yeah, it was a blitz at the
Oh
start
my
of the
god,
year
GG.
where they were one of, if not the best team in EMEA. A slowdown in.
Are BBL actually good again? They're on the up and up, but they're on the up and up, but I think this is just a pretty low quality series, to be honest. Like, yeah. Is Neon Nerf gonna hit different for these teams? I think that BBL will probably be better off with the Neon Nerf. Right? Because they'll probably just play LaRock Phoenix, Lovers Rock Jet on most maps. I would imagine. And then that would look pretty comfortable for them. Compared to, like, a lot of the comps that they have to, like, kind of lean into because they're still trying to get Jet or Neon in their comp. Whew. I mean, it was a pretty scrappy series. Like, the map 2 and 3 really could have gone either way. But man, like, chat, to, like, show you, like, why this is, like, this is so, these are so scrappy, bro. It's like, yesterday, BBL versus Foot. Let's look. Third rounded, bonus. Fourth round, this is anti-eco. This is 2 back-to-back anti-ecos, basically. Happens twice. Bonus again. Bonus again. Bonus again. Bonus again. Okay, let's look at this series. Bonus. Anti-ecode. Oh, this is an anti-eco as well, by the way. Anti-ecode. Anti-ecode. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Anti-ecode. What is going on? Aye, bro. Pretty low quality game, but that's okay. I think BBL probably looks better after Neon gets taken down. We have one more series. We have one more series that's on this patch. On the old Neon patch. It's Loud Energy. Is there any doubt in anybody's mind that this isn't just an energy win? I think that Loud was able to do it in 2 against NRG. But over an entire map pool, best of 5? Unless NRG get bored again. I think that Loud's attack is the one thing I'll give them benefit of. Loud's attack is actually pretty nice. It's not very nice here, but they did get bonused. Bro, like... this meta is, like, crazy, bro. Like, it's kind of disgusting how many bonuses are getting converted. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Energy defense is decent too? Wait, really? Energy defense has been kind of scuffed a little bit too. Which series was it? Energy defense was looking a little sus here, but they've always been a little bit sus on Pearl defense. It did get better though. I will say, to benefit Energy, it did get better. But man, this meta and these quality of games are definitely lower for sure. Does he know about the legendary onliner Verdi? I think I mean Verdi's been playing better for sure. Verdi has been playing better these games. But at the same time, like, is there a way that they win best of 5? Like, best of 5 is, like, not easy, bro. Last best of 5 they played, they got 3-0'd. And these aren't even, like, that close. And Loud is doing this thing where they keep, like, randomly mid-grouping. Like, I don't get it. They keep randomly grouping mid on defense. And just, like, playing retake on both sides. It's not good. It's just not good. All right, guys. Well, GG. I will not be live until the next series because the next series is literally in 6 hours. So we will be ending here. Just so you guys are aware, though, we're gonna stream Loud NRG, and then this is our last qualifier for EWC actually. So after this, you can see here, there's a break of like 5 days. During those 5 days, I'm gonna be streaming VOD reviews of APAC and China, the lower finals and the the lower final and the grand final. So we can do a bit of like a preview of how good the Chinese teams are, how good the APAC teams are. So I can get like an updated POV on those teams. And then we'll probably do some content around like pick'ems or tier list or yada, yada, yada. Any raids? Yeah, we can raid someone. We can raid like Boosty, I guess. Actually, I haven't rated Sideshow. I'm going to raid Sideshow. Thank you for watching, guys. We will be live again in 5.5 hours. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. You can say whatever to Sideshow. Actually, you know what? Wait, don't we have a command thing for this? No. Raid message. There we go. Do that or 6-7 or something. I don't know. Just spam 6-7. I don't know. There you go. Sub raid. All right. GG's, guys. Peace.